are with Exalted Fellowship, Universal Crusade, Season 1, Episode 5. We are in April 2025. I am Peter, playing Prince Balor of the Dreadful Gaze, the Overlord, and to my right, explain why. Who are you?
Yes. I am Cat of the Endless Void, Puddle of the Unknown, and the Changing Moon Lunar.
Yes, and that's Scott. Next.
I am playing as Anastasia. I am a collector class and a no Lunar.
And that's Vanessa.
Oh yeah, I have a name.
And I'm Galaxy, and I play a dwarf called Lothar the Greedy.
Yeah. And
I am Siegfried. I'm Jeff, playing Siegfried the Elf. Full Moon Lunar.
Yep. And that's the whole gang. So guys, what happened last time? Does anyone remember?
I think we barely escaped death.
Oh,
that was like a year.
Is this the dance battle that we had?
No, the dance battle was before that. That was in the next season. And then you guys were going to the lab, and then you got stopped by some Swan Brothership of Dragonblooded. Remember that?
Remembering. Was I here?
Yes. You were, but you were barely here.
No.
So we had to save the dragon people, if I recall correctly, and we didn't really save many of them.
That was like session 2.
Yes. Just go.
That's already.
Seriously, what happened last time? I mean, the dance battle was so epic, I can't remember anything before or after.
You fought 6 Dragonblooded in power armor, Geki, Honchi, Dan, Kei, Mei, Boy, Burai, aka the Power Rangers guys. You fought the Power Rangers because you were the villains in that game.
They existed.
If I start singing this song, I'm going to get, takedown. I got it on my phone. Anyone want to call me?
Because, you are the Lunar Anathema, the people that, steal the faces of their loved ones, wear them, and then murder everybody in their house.
Skin granny.
I'm taking their stuff first. Their faces are not as high value as their stuff.
Well, taking the faces is incidental, I guess. Regardless, you were coming here to the lab. There's some image somewhere in there of that large penitent, that giant monk carving the mountain that's landing there. There we go. That's where you guys are going. The lab, the breadbasket of creation. It's
here already.
You were going here, but you were interrupted in the port leading to the lab by some people that got tipped off that there's some anathema coming here.
Okay, so we're just entering a Titan.
Yeah.
But you made it to the lab. You are going here because you know that the green sun that's over there that hasn't set, since the last calibration we had the dance battle is coming this way and is going to probably mess this place up.
I don't know. I think it's kind of pretty at this point.
Well,
It's growing on us.
It would be nice if, it wasn't that perfect sun, the sun that casts no shadow. Even when you close your eyes, you still see the sun.
Even better.
I want to put him on a spaceship, seeing how long he lasts on, the ISS. So I'll probably go, nah.
Well, there is some, offshoot of Exalted called Shadow of Exalted Dream, and there's one called Gunstar Alteratonia, where some people grabbed one of the Titans that's like a giant robot, turned him into a spaceship and just fled this place because the evil guys won. And now this guy is chasing after you guys.
So we're going to craft a spaceship and beef it?
This is Battlestar Galactica?
It's a knockoff, but it's a Galactica, yes.
Nice.
Okay, why are we playing that? I want to play that.
Next time, maybe.
So do we have a way to beat the evil prince yet?
He's no longer invincible or something, or we know his secrets or something.
We know one of the two things that make him think. But I also, if we have where is this? I'm carrying it right now.
Yeah, we know he collects little dolls.
So we have the Soul Seal Diclave?
Soul Seal Diclave, yes. It's a sword made out of, the coral of the labyrinth of the underworld mixed with human souls and forged into something that's, the size of like a barn door for you guys to carry around.
Yeah, the character costume's unconventional. There's a joke in the so Yeah, and my collected custom is the uncontrollable springs, just because I felt like. Oh, by the way, we all got wings of Icarus. Did anyone notice that we can all now fly like
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like Goku on a cloud would be great.
Yeah, the only issue is that because I have so many people with me, I just don't.
Well, I can carry them all on my back now, so no worries.
I'm a slime. I don't need wings. I can make wings.
You just eat people.
That too.
Yeah, so when you guys went to the Raffles Observatory, you managed to figure out when the end of Prince Balor is, and on that fateful day you will be able to defeat him. That's why he's not invincible, so he can be hurt. He is still a warrior, which means he's unbeatable in combat, but that's where you have his weakness to possibly take care of that. His other stats are that he's terrifying, so nobody holds hope around him. He's clairvoyant, so he knows the future. And he's a juggernaut, so he can live, throw, and break anything he can touch.
Great. Now, how long is my weapon going to last? 2.2 seconds. Also, apparently we can defeat him by, doing puppy eyes and batting your eyelashes at him.
I mean, you can talk with him, technically. Yeah, this is a game where, you can be Steven Universe and hug all your enemies into, being defeated.
See, 3 of these people here have never watched it.
Good.
I reluctantly will admit I've seen it and completely purged it from my brain.
So what you're saying is we need to watch it again.
You can never see it.
So anyway, I think last we ended it on you guys taking some time to relax in the lab to recuperate after that last fight you guys were in. So you should be in tip-top shape. You got in touch with one of the people that you know that will be the most useful to you, which is Swan Dragon, the Sense of the South, the lesser elemental dragon of fire, which was that one of the pictures that you were asking, okay, who's this guy? Who's Swan Dragon?
He's from the Dragon thing, so there we go. All these are relevant. Go figure.
Yeah, I'm sure that this game takes 2-3 years to finish.
I was just say, didn't we start this in 2023?
Yeah. I recently started uploading those episodes and listening back to it, like, oh yeah, 2023. Okay.
It's only episode 5.
Yeah, we're very fast. So yeah, in the lab we still have people that could be evacuating and what have you. You guys can save this community to get some bonus from it and what have you.
Do they even trust us to evacuate them?
That's why you have the Swan Dragon over here that they trust a bit more because he's a well-known kind of like spirit person. Again, he's like in charge of making sure that all the gods of the South behave properly and what have you. And yeah, he's one of the more respected guys of that caliber.
Sounds even less trustworthy.
Well, this is a game where you have the sensitive bureaucracy where the gods are like paper pushers. So obviously you have to have someone to check their paperwork and make sure they're not embezzling. And that's a very important job that he's doing for the entire direction.
You're going to make me feel bad about the spiders again, aren't you?
The spiders are in U-Shot in heaven. They're someone else's problem. This guy just takes care of one direction of the whole continent.
Still, sorry about the spider.
It's okay. They weren't going to hurt anybody.
Well, that same guy that you wanted to turn into Battlestar Galactica, that ship, is the guy that made the spiders. So yes.
Can I be the Cylons then?
I don't think this... Well, technically, there are Exalted that are more golem robot things. Yes, you're going to be like, kung fu robots. Next time.
You're playing the wrong game. Anyway, sorry. I didn't know everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, is there any preparation you guys want to be doing before the green sun of Ligier comes over here? Do you guys have any plan here?
Okay, so where are we again? Like, what's the set piece going on here?
Okay, so you're over here on the map. Over here is the lab. The lab, which is there, that large monk over there.
I keep hearing the word the lab, so that's why I get confused over and over and over and over again. But
because it's a city placed on the lap of the penitent.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's called.
So we're sitting in the lab, or hanging around a city that looks like we're a giant Buddha statue.
Yes.
There we go. Not lab.
in the days of old, there used to be a weather control, geomantic sort of alignment thing that has been operational since the solar guys were put in, like, killed the man and put in prison, whatever, thousands of years ago. So yeah, you know that you will be facing down some big opposition coming here, probably to destroy this place. There are people to evacuate. You have this contact guy that can answer your questions or anything. What do you guys want to do?
Say, those flying nimbuses we have, how smart are they?
Well, you can tell them to go in the one direction. They'll go to that direction. They're pretty, dumb.
Noise.
So not like Goku's Nimbus, because I'd be like, you go take a person, go out, drop them back. I mean, evac would be so easy that way.
So how many people are looking to evac?
Well, it is a pretty large city, so like, tens of thousands.
Okay, so
Okay, so we're not evacuating them then.
That's not physically possible, is
can we just throw them into a pit and put me in the pit?
it? Wait, because what are you guys? You're the protector of them, or you want to eat them, or you're scared of fighting? Which
I plead not to answer.
Yes. That's
So do they have an overseer of the place, or?
I mean, there is some person in charge of it. I think it was some kind of triumvirate or whatever. But yeah, Swan Dragon's your contact for this, and yeah.
Do we maybe can talk to them and see if there's anything you can do to mount a defense of the sword?
Sure. I mean, you can get some soldiers with like bows and arrows to help defend the thing. If it's like going to like melee, sure. You can rally people, have some militia at the ready, sure.
I mean, we could always just have them defend while everyone else evacuate.
What are we defending from?
Some sort of evil person coming to destroy us.
basically a giant green sunball.
Okay, so you want to shoot arrows at a sun.
I mean, this is a thing where, yes, you can shoot arrows at the sun, and people have thrown like javelins and so on at the sun. It's like,
They didn't live very long, did they?
The sun is benevolent.
So there's no way to beat the sun. Or
Also, why would you attack it? Because it's benevolent. It's not malevolent.
Well,
I mean, sure, it gives you.
The normal sun is benevolent because that's the unconquered sun, the embodiment of the four virtues. This is its counterpart, the green sun that the sun was modeled after. That's like part of the holy tyrant, Malpheus, that used to rule this whole world, and then you guys collectively took them down like the titans of old and put them in their prison of their own flesh, Malpheus.
so the green sun coming back for revenge.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he hates each and every one of you with passion of 1,000 suns.
Nice. So we just have to choose.
So that's the passion of 4,000 suns? Or?
So do you think your gnomes are up for it?
I mean, I was going to say, given the math, is that it actually is, how much is another dwarf that's added to his party count? Is it now? Is it a power of 8,000 suns, or is it more looking like 4,500? Because clearly,
If we combine them all together, will be enough.
I'm trying to think of how do we evacuate the city when we have like that dragon city wherever it was. We split forces and didn't do great.
So how quickly is the sun coming?
Well, you guys still have some time before the count is over.
Determine sometime.
Like
1 day, 2 days, a month.
Like 1 day's enough to like rally forces and try and fight it off. I mean, you can't clear out everyone in a few hours. That's impossible.
You probably have a few days, although a day is a meaningless term now that the sun doesn't set.
Yeah, but so everyone seems utterly exhausted, but yeah.
So look at the map. How close is the lab to the actual sea or the river?
It's probably a few days journey. Like, especially if you're like, an old person in the hobble walking and what
Why are we evacuating them again?
Well, you could always try defending them
against the sun.
It's done.
The collateral damage here would be insane.
The concept of flying too close to the sun comes into mind here.
I mean, at this point, the rain's going, do I evaporate? So that might be a thing.
I don't know, maybe is it possible to just hold a marathon event and everyone run to the sea?
First one to the sea wins.
Okay, first one to the sea, we get to survive.
Do we even know if the sea's safe?
Yeah,
there. Huh? You came from that direction, so it's pretty safe, but
I mean, the water is not safe. I don't recall the water being safe, at least.
Oh yeah, there are sharks. Do we have enough boats there?
Yeah.
I don't think the boat's going to hold a couple 1,000 people.
I was gonna say maybe the green sun won't go into the sea because water, sun,
It's
evaporation. Actually, sorry. How's the sun? The sun is like on the ground or just above us that's coming in, or
it's on the horizon, or over the top of the desert. It's coming towards you from like the southern direction.
It has no shadow. We have no idea of like distance.
You guys are smart enough to figure this out.
like I
That's like the visitor.
Okay,
It's gonna
the
be
first thing we need to do is we have this established council of the city, and we're going to talk to him. Let's try talking with him.
Talking with the sun.
No, I mean like our Swan Dragon gentleman, sir. And
Okay. What would you like to know out of him? What would you like to do?
well,
He's very much here to help you guys.
so
Okay, ask him what political party he supports.
He supports the old Solar Deliberative, but unfortunately they're not around. He's very much an old party loyalist here.
You didn't need to answer that. Just a joke.
that he answered it so well is the part that gets me. Okay, so we're going to present our two options. We can either try and defend with make a lot of Lord of the Rings references and say, what's the one where they do the siege? It's not the Twin Towers, but it's the other one.
It is in the Two Towers, the what is it called? Helm's Deep?
Yeah, there we go. I knew it starts with an H. And I was like, Hogwarts. Okay, we're really
Yeah, my favorite. My favorite Lord of the Rings.
that part is I've looked up so much of the stupid lore.
Heroes of Gondor versus Slytherin. And the Death Eaters.
Okay, anyway, I think go Slytherin, go.
What if we actually
So we should ask him, like, okay, like, here's our two options. And we either, stay and defend or try and evacuate completely or do a partial.
well, the Swan Dragon, is he all-knowing kind of thing or no?
No, he is pretty much just a guy, just influential, has been around for like thousands of years, and so have you. Has a lot of political sway and so on. He's not like an omniscient thing, but like.
But he probably knows the limits of his city's capacity. So it's like, hey, here's our three options here: is that we can keep everyone here and hide who we can, and then it's defense. We can do as much defense as people will volunteer, or we can encourage them to volunteer, and then move out those who can't fight, women, children. You get the idea. Or we just everybody leaves, and we are convinced we can take this on our own.
Folks, everyone, last man standing wins. Everybody run.
Or you have a fourth option, so just complete pure chaos.
I mean, probably your best option here would be like to have the able-bodied people arm up and defend against whatever's coming, because if you guys fail, they will come after them regardless, because you're dealing with an endless horde of the fair folk from beyond the border of the world.
Our lizard dragon guy. How you said he's slightly influential. How good is he at leading people?
Okay, well, what would you like him to do?
For example, if we needed to evacuate women and children, would he be able to handle a task like that?
Yeah, definitely. You can organize everybody. You can get them out in an orderly fashion if you guys want that, and what have you.
And he probably has the public speaking prowess that none of us clearly do.
What are you talking about?
I think the elf here is the most charismatic one, because like some sort of
Yes.
He's
He's gonna go out there, shine up his pecs, and dance on the pole, and be like, "Everybody, follow me!"
impossible.
yes.
I mean, we
Like,
could.
it's fine.
I mean, he's completely protected with plot armor and nothing else.
Yeah. And there's another option that he proposes, like sort of a nuclear option. If you guys look at the map, there's like a big mountain range over here, and the mountain range is there for a reason. There's like a dragon hiding beneath it, well, imprisoned more like.
So we're gonna get the dragon to fight the sun.
You could. It's called Kukla. It's one of the very few greater elemental dragons. So kind of like Swan Dragon here, except more spiritually refined to the point that they become a couple 100 miles long and lose their everything.
Okay, so we would be completely relying on Siegfried here to maybe convince basically nuclear Armageddon to obey up, or at least think this is maybe a good idea.
So you want to work with the dragon?
No. Challenge the dragon to battle. If you lose, you have to.
I'm so sick of book talk at this point. If I have to, I'm gonna have to.
Or we can say that we're from. We pretend that we're from the evil prince side, and then we like take the dragon, and then somehow accidentally release them. Same as the dragon of the prince.
Swan Dragon pretty much believes that if you release this dragon Kukla, he will go after the Green Sun because that's the first biggest thing he can see that probably is very annoying to him. What comes afterwards is probably going to be trashing around the whole world for hundreds of years until somebody captures it back in or maybe kills it.
Now, how hard would it be to capture this dragon once it goes on a rampage?
Well, you would need a lot of Exalted like you guys to work together and what have you. So it is a big task.
So 4 plus 4? Enough.
Well, beat it in battle.
You're both far, no far, too far.
It's 100.
I'm not Exalted.
You said it's hundreds of meters long or hundreds of miles long?
Miles.
Yeah. How big is the Green Sun?
The Green Sun either is a man that's like 2+ meters tall with 4 arms, what have you, or can become a dragon like that, similarly. Because the sun used to. I think in Exalted it's like a subbubble theory. That subbubble is the shape because it contains itself, like it's a perfect shape to contain itself. And as you have spiritual enlightenment, the shape to contain such big, powerful things is a giant dragon. So the Unconventional Sun, Ligier, and the greater elemental dragons become large dragons like that because that's the form such powerful beings become. So yes, the Green Sun can become a dragon like this.
Okay, I got an idea here.
It's half the time he's punchable.
I mean, you can punch a giant dragon.
Yeah, okay, so slightly more easily punchable. I mean,
how about we summon the dragon and then get it to eat the thing, and then we live on the dragon. It's that long.
I mean, technically, we're probably pleased, so.
Okay, summon the dragon.
Yeah, I'll say let's.
how many dragons will say?
I'll roll 2 6s.
Let's release the dragon and then we'll let it fight fire. What?
Oh my god!
Okay, decided.
Oh my god!
It's been decided.
This is chaos because you want to.
Well, you can be certain that the dragon would hate all the fair folk around here and definitely attack them, so it will help everywhere else. What happens afterwards? Well, you're going to have a slightly trashed world in some places, but
I mean, if we defeat what's your name of your character again?
Prince Balor of the Dreadful Gaze?
So
Wait, can the dragon beat him?
No, that's not what I was thinking. Is that don't all the Fae folk go away if we defeat the prince over here?
I mean, he's kind of like the spearhead of their movement. There might be someone else that picks up this kind of fight, but it'll be unlikely to be as charismatic, as organized. So probably they start losing the momentum.
I mean, they'd lose the momentum seeing a giant dragon, but then we'd still have the giant dragon problem.
I mean, that's a future you problem.
Yeah, I mean,
at least the world we
see, it's a future me that still have to deal with it. All right, the Fae thing would go away on its own if we just punch the right guy in the face.
We could just live underground.
I got a tunnel kid.
We could play Minecraft. We might find Steve.
I mean,
so we're gonna free the dragon or what?
Freeing the dragon means that failing or winning. Well, failing this at least will bring treatments either way, even if we die. It'll be a giant fuck you, even if we die.
Let's free the dragon.
We probably should, if we do free the dragon, we should still evacuate the people from the lab.
Yeah, so here that you guys want to organize the evacuation, have the militia, unleash the dragon, and then have a giant fight, and hopefully someone survives.
Yeah. We don't. Do we think the fight's going to end up above the lab? Does it even matter what we do at this point? It's just going to get anywhere where the dragon sees shiny ball boy.
Well, I mean, the people in the lab can still evacuate to other areas. Like there's a Paragon place that's.
I mean, at that point, it'd be like it's asking them to disperse, not go to one location, because again, the ball of the giant, hundreds of mile long length of this province thing.
Across the ocean, swim.
We summon the dragon. We get the dragon to eat the sun, and then we summon the Dark Lord guy, and then they can duke it out. And if the Dark Lord guy wins, then the dragon's solved.
I feel like this is how we deal with those invasive animal problems that have in Hawaii. This is exactly this.
Release the grizzly bears.
So we'll release the dragon.
I'm suggesting this is the fun solution, right?
Well, it's a solution.
We'll release the dragon.
Why would you tell us this if you don't want us to do it?
Because it's a neat part of the setting it's right there. It's under that mountain range. The mountain range is this shape because of the dragon.
Well, I mean, is there any way we can control the dragon? No.
No, I mean, again, we're hoping Siegfried's, perfect pecs here can, dazzle it long enough that it doesn't remember what it's going after. But, I mean, actually, that being noted is that, what would it take to get the stupid thing away?
I mean, we could cook it really good.
What, the dragon?
Yeah.
It is chained up, and Swan Dragon knows the ritual to unleash it. Because it's one of his responsibilities. Like, okay, in case of whatever apocalypse, this is how you deal with this. In case the rulers in this world, okay, you guys come over and say, hey, yes, we want to unleash this dragon, please.
We want to unleash my
Sorry,
what's the dragon's name again?
Kukla.
Your guy, the smaller guy, is Swan Dragon. The big guy is called Kukla.
Kukla. Release Kukla now. Release Kukla.
Just another K in there.
I'm just going to start calling Cloaca. See, none of you guys are going to get it, but I will, and there's going to be one person listening who's going to laugh his butts off.
Cloaca is like a year?
Cloaca. Keep going down. Further down. It's on a bird. Further down. Just keep going down, down, down.
Don't worry. There's some version of this map where you have the provinces on the Blessed Isle. One of them is the Eagle Province. And there is a city there called Cloaca. So
oh my god.
So yes.
Okay, so.
Okay. But is this going to be another problem we divide our resources, and then we screw everything up again?
Well, I mean, we are going to divide the resources because we'll throw any of his gnomes at it. That is dividing, technically.
Dwarfs.
Sorry.
Stop being
because, I mean, I guess,
it's trying.
How many okay, so I guess the waking up the giant nuke dragon sounds like a great idea, apparently. So how many of us have to accompany Swan Dragon to go do this?
I mean, he can do it by himself. He just needs to, your order for it. And
but is there anybody that would possibly
impede
along
the way?
Yeah, exactly. The dragon.
I mean,
is that area safe for travel? Or are there bandits, thieves, and other, assholes on the road?
Unless it's somebody on your caliber that, wants to stop him, he can go there, it's fine.
Let's escort him.
I would say let's escort him. We'll let the people from the lab to evacuate themselves. Everyone for themselves and run.
Oh, that's the problem. Because, if he's doing that, then he's not, organizing or,
Okay, Mofar, Tufar, Bofar, and everybody else, they can lead people out.
Okay, so
it's a dwarf, which is like
so the biggest issue here is we divide Swan Dragon's time because he can go get the ritual done, but then we can't evacuate the city and convince people to join us. Is this the issue now?
I mean, if you let's start organizing this, get the release, it's fine. That's not really that much of an issue. But okay, what's the approach you guys want to take? Because organizing people to just leave on the road, sure.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Well, we provide different ways. They can go through the sea or go to the next city, and we'll let them choose. And if we fail, if the sun went for a city or went to the sea, and at least one has to survive.
Hey, folks, you got one of three chances here. One, you can go swim with the sharks. Two, you can stay here and die. Or three, you can go to the other city and probably die.
I mean, what are we dealing with here? So we evac everybody at this point because the green sunball's coming out, but green sunball will get attacked by dragons. So they're dealing with each other right now. We don't have to fight them at all. So the only thing we're going to be fighting are
there might be an army.
That's why I said
So you can have, again, armed people here to defend this place as well.
That's why I think we should split it free. Like, that was cost.
You organize a militia of everybody that's able. Everybody that's not able, go off, march to some other city.
Yeah. So at least
we are just all organizing militia. That's it.
I will go with the releasing the dragon, and then we'll let them organize themselves. Hopefully.
Now, speaking of which, the people at this lab, are they also dragon folk?
No, they're not the dragon kings. They are regular people.
Okay.
Oh, well, we like track record of killing dragon kings.
Well, yeah, and then me and Lofar kind of suck at convincing them for anything. So I was just thinking.
I mean, but again, he's already done the work for us. We don't need a lot of convincing. So all we're doing is just concerned we have horses and set the traps. Is that it? And we don't need to go with the Swan Dragon to do the ritual at all. So he's fine.
We can send Lofar. We're not Lofar too far for them.
We could, I can send Mofar, I can send Bofar, or I can send Nofar.
Well, if we see, the thing is, I can lay traps. You can lay traps. You two can't really lay traps.
I can
be enough from the dragon.
You're going with him.
I'm going to free dragon.
After the messages straight up says, "Can we not divide our forces?" You're going.
Oh, guys, you have the flying nimbus. That's pretty fast. You can get back here after the
And there's yeah, okay. And then we're not the nimbus thing.
Okay. So you guys, or some of you, go with the Swan Dragon to release the Kukla, which is so kind of like...
I'll go release the dragon. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
And if something does, just show them your pecs.
It's some kind of like a hidden fortress in the mountains. He knows the way. He goes there are some like celestial lions guarding there, which are like giant, couple meter tall, solid gold lions. Usually like the police force in the heavens and what have you. But they're guarding. They let him through because he has the right authorization as the Censor of the South and what have you. And he says goodbye to his colleague Wombangarok, the assistant to the Censor of the South. He becomes now the censor. Wait,
what? Oh, this is already going really wrong really fast.
Oh, well, he needs to sacrifice himself because it's not that he's to just. Because it's not a step that needs to be undertaken lightly. So
Is it too late to me to send one of my kids?
You can get on Nimbus instead of where we wouldn't know this.
So he tells his buddy, he'll make a great censor and take care of his daughter and what have you. And then he goes over to some giant altar in front of a giant dragon head, rips his own burning heart out, sets it on the pyre there. The pyre starts burning off all those chains that are holding this greater elemental dragon of earth. And he passes away into the elements as he's an elemental.
Yeah, he took that really well.
Well, sometimes you need to make sacrifices. And he's the guy that will, gladly sacrifice himself to save the world for you guys.
I'm just about to say, he doesn't sound like he had any regrets. He's like, yes, this is my time to shine.
Finally.
Well, he's been long enough that he understands that, sometimes, I'm going to see the future I'm making for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so on. So, he's, willing to die for this. Normally, in the actual circuit, he goes and just fights the fair folk, and he makes such a great standard that the maiden of war goes like, "Oh yeah, you're so awesome! Here, have my chariot to go and fight the fair folk."
And we made the wrong decision. Okay, anyway, carrying on.
So that guy's dead now.
Yes, he is.
There's no wrong decisions, only happy outcomes. Okay.
Yeah, right.
We still had a track record of killing dragons.
Fallout choice. Good job, guys.
I think it's just all according to the plan at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like you feel the earthquake all around, the south.
So, we summoned the dragon yet? Is he summoned now?
It's being summoned at the moment.
You're standing there.
He's not summoned. He's being released from his bindings that are just being burned from the,
And you're right next to it.
Well, you want to make a friend?
Yes, the whole mountain range just shakes as this, couple 100-mile-long dragon just unleashes itself from its, 1,000-year-old bindings.
You might want to roll to get
And
out.
it's pissed.
I'm the show on your text.
I'll question him.
See how fast you can flee on your shiny
I mean, you can look closely or speak softly. It's some of your moves to get some information if you'd like.
I mean, there's also the next, person that, the next sensor.
Bongera. He's
Okay, Wombat. Anyway, so Wombat's there, and you have to save their ass, okay?
yeah. He's
So you
like
have to save the Wombat's butt.
he's more shortier, more chubby, uglier.
Wombat.
So he's basically the dwarf.
No, he's a
You want
Wombat.
him to your party?
Have you ever seen a Wombat? It's like, come on, good.
Get the pictures yourself.
Well, unless you got a good name, he cannot be in our in my own party.
So yes,
She's in the Wombat.
you roll. I don't know. Look closely. I'd say to figure out some information. What do you want to know?
Speak softly to it.
Why don't you get to figure out
Okay.
what's going on first before you ask a question?
Sure. You can manage to get some conversation in before you release the dragon or what have you, or during the whole process. So roll with wisdom.
Roll was
It's Jeff. Sorry, it's just,
Wait,
Let me
wait,
see.
roll with wisdom. Are you the lowest wisdom one here?
plus 2.
That's fine. Oh, my God. Okay.
Siegfried's going to try and do some ASMR for the dragon.
No, 2 6s.
Jeez.
Plus 2.
Okay, so you can ask 3 questions, and they must answer each question honestly. So, what question would you like to ask for this? Speak softly, list, or something else?
I'm just imagining him. This
We have
Just switch right beside
it's one of your handouts. Speak softly, yeah. So,
Let's answer each question on
3 questions.
3 questions.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we sacrifice our friend the Swan Dragon
Yeah.
to summon
The
the
friend that you've known for a day, yes?
He was our best friend.
He was our best friend. Siegfried the Dragon Killer. He was our best friend. But now, how would you repay us for somebody freeing you from this prison?
Well, what would you ask of me?
Oh,
He says, okay, what do
Okay.
you want out of this deal now that, you
First
set
of
me
all,
free?
Kill the sun.
Kill
and
the sun.
Okay.
Kill the sun.
See, the correct answer is panties.
Oh, honey. This is the witchcraft dragon. So yeah, sure. You tell this dragon to go after the green sun over there and
Green sun. Yeah.
kill it.
Kill it.
And then leave us alone.
It's an attack
No,
the
that was-
lab.
That was the first question, right?
Yeah.
So,
What's next?
so how did he say deal done?
I mean, this is what you commanded.
Yes.
You haven't bound it or anything like that because that's like kind of beyond you guys' power. But you've expressed this is what you want out of freeing him, and
Can we forge a bond with it?
no,
No.
he's not interested.
He's not interested.
Swipe left.
It's like
Just tell him
Okay,
that the sun is looking at him the wrong way.
oh, he's always going after his son, so that's fine.
Yes. What is
So what's the last
his
question?
future plans? What does he have in mind for next week?
We already know that. He's going to go
Well, he wants to bail as far from here as possible, so
send him to
northeast is probably where he'll be going because he had too much of this, southern desert heat for 1,000 years.
So going to Tundra.
Yeah, he's just gonna bail straight forward after he's done here.
Yeah, that's
That's fine.
Let the Tundra fail.
I don't see any issues here.
Yeah, I don't see an issue there.
Polar bears.
Well, they might be flooding afterwards, but whatever. He's an angry dragon on his son, so let us see.
So you have 3 questions to ask him. I guess you know.
So what's the third question you want to ask?
Well,
Can you
another
do-
question. I would ask like we can't forge a bond with it, so
Nope.
and we can't. I don't know. What do you guys want to ask for the last question?
What do we need to do to make you not destroy anybody over on our side?
I guess, make way.
Like what?
No. Evacuate.
Exactly.
Unless you're dragon folk, then feel free to get in the way. I mean,
And with that mountain rage crumbles, and the Kukla is unleashed once more and goes straight for the green sun. That's pretty close by now.
pretty anticlimactic.
Well, that's the start of it. I mean,
it was supposed to take a couple of days to do all this.
this is how the Kukla looks. There you go. As you unleash from its binding.
We should have asked for
It's shorter than what I was picturing.
What was this guy?
no.
Yeah.
This guy actually looks cool, though.
No, that is
This is Ultimate Dragon.
pretty much Herald of the Inevitable. That guy that you keep running into. That's like, the Herald of the Prince
We should
Balor.
have asked for Patty. That's still like Shenlong.
Dragon Ball.
Well, just because they both draw from the same source, like as in the Chinese, dragons, doesn't mean that all, the dragons shaped like this are, the same.
If I asked him, maybe, can you get me a pansy? He'd be like,
Here's mine!
no. And the brown chicks.
Okay, let's go.
And a great crater was created.
So he battled out of the sun. Now the sun is destroyed now.
Well, now the actual fight
Okay, so
starts.
we have to do prep work and there's evacuations. I've got to set traps and all this other stuff because
Uh-huh.
I'm anticipating getting ganked and I need stuff out there before battle starts.
Well, if you have traps on your gear list, they are always set and ready to go whenever you're using them. So this is a game where I need to do prep. It's like, oh yes, I have prepped this. He just walked into my bear trap.
Excellent. Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise bear trap.
Okay, so
So can
No.
Siegfried grab the Censor Junior over here and just come back, or does he need a travel montage?
no, that's fine. It's close enough.
Grab
As I summon the dragon, and he
If you
picked up the sun.
Well, if you need, one bear can also turn into a smaller, much more manageable dragon shape and help you, carry over there if need be. But you guys,
So he comes in purse size? Authentic, dragon skin purse.
well, he's kind of a couple meters long, not miles. So,
Excellent.
Mhm.
He's cooler, bigger.
good enough to be a problem for normal exalted characters and what have you. In our other game, our party actually did fight one Baggerot because, the whole thing was oh, he had a chip on his shoulder and so on, so on.
Okay, so
So yeah, level proper. So the Green Sun arrives here. Rasmus Kukla is getting released, and he's not alone. He's riding a world whale. There's a giant flying whale thing that's a large fairfolk behemoth. I'll-
define large because at this point, scale.
It's a geographical feature sized.
Okay, and what's riding this?
The
Well,
sun.
the sun is inside of the whale.
Oh, okay.
That's
The
interesting.
sun is inside the well, but I thought that we sent the dragon against the sun. So,
Well, you need to just bite into it a little bit and so on.
so the dragon's dead?
No, the dragon's flying at it and going to be actively participating in this fight on your guys' side.
Okay.
We'll support it then.
We'll cheerlead it. We can dance.
Well, without this, you have to face the world whale by yourself. And now you have a giant dragon biting into the world whale. Yeah, and let's see. So yeah, it's a behemoth from the wild. It's a flying whale, except much bigger. And,
Can I eat it?
well, if you get enough time and enough pieces, maybe.
Okay. If everybody give me about 5 years, I'm gonna eat it.
And the whale itself, as it's moving, is tearing the fabric of the world itself. So the world's getting waxy. It's like the wild from across from over the edge of the world is marching in with it. So it's kind of as if it would be getting water into the land, except it's the unreality, the chaos of outside of creation.
I'm starting to think this Dark Lord, Evil Lord guy is not much of an issue. This whale seems like it's a pretty big issue.
I mean, all of them are working together under Prince of Valor to end the tyranny of the shape that you guys imposed upon the wild. So all of them want to see you guys gone, so they can go back into the chaos of another reality, not have shape, not have any defining features, and that'll be perfect for them. If you could just stop existing, that would be great.
Nice.
And there are many lesser creatures in its wake. The green sun's inside of it, and how do you guys get to the World Whale? And this set piece is the Flying Castle. If you go into that scratch that I posted in the...
We Nimbus is, why is this a question?
Okay, Nimbus, good.
What's that, Chris? Yeah.
But, we can't get forces up there. That's the catch. Should we even bother?
You wouldn't be able to get the people on it, but they'll definitely start talking of the flying fair folk that are around here and what have you.
Shoot an arrow at its eye just to piss it off.
How big is its eye?
You shoot an arrow at its eye, it doesn't even notice that you shot it.
You can see you. Its eyeball would be so massive that it actually probably couldn't see anything in front of its own face for probably at least several kilometers, if not more.
So we need a dragon fight it, regardless.
Yep.
We're on them with the dragon on how good about it. Okay, this will be fun. Okay, so sorry, guide us because we're all distracted.
Well, there's a description.
There's a full scrap. So go onto your phones, guys. Go onto Discord. Get the things if you want to be following along about what's going on here.
Oh, there's a lot of things in here.
You're going to have to describe it anyway because you have a receptive audio audience.
Okay. So it's 5 frothers. First, so it's a multi-part set piece. First stat is that it's flying, so you have to be able to get up there. You guys have the cover, that's good. It also has artillery fire that at any point the overload can damage the stat to wipe the city off the map. So it's something that's hanging, but maybe you won't be using it because it takes a long while to recharge that. It's like a once per kind of a game kind of deal to do it. Like if the overworld would be losing, maybe it would be activated. You have a brutal commander, which means if you damage any horde threats, they'll damage you back. There's a horde miasma in the air, which is a living cloud that fills the area. You have to pay a price to take any action, other than running away. You have some horde archers, so they'll be shooting at you guys.
The monkeys.
Were there swan monkeys here?
Apparently so.
Pretty much.
Bats, bees, and winged monkeys. It's very diverse.
And some zombie dragons, like a singular dragon like the Wombangarok, a couple meters long, and it's among the things, it's a zombie rather than a fair folk, because Prince Balar also started working with the undead from the underworld.
Zombie dragon.
Zombie dragon.
And hordes of archers. Huh.
I guess we start with part 1 before we even worry about part 2, because that's how narratives work.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I like actually the old scars. The past is heavy. When you speak softly, will the lone survive? You see what happening. One of us going right beside his ear, but like.
Yeah, that's the Geki, one of the.
Oh, great. Wait, oh, God. I keep scrolling. Scott, you know what we have to do, right, Scott? Let's go up the butt.
No.
We have to go up the butt. Oh, God, we have to go up the butt. Do I have to go up the butt? Who wants to go up the butt?
Wait, no, it's actually we have to go out the butt.
We have to go out the butt or up the butt? Oh, it's
out the butt.
It's out the butt.
Well, it's a fair fall. It doesn't necessarily have a butt. It's more of a narrative thing. You have to go in.
Stomach, if it has a stomach, it has a butt.
You remember, when you were hosted by Prince Balor, and then you guys went, "Oh yes, we'd like some food," and then one of the fair folk just jump on the skewer itself to become the meal because that's a narrative they want to take, and then some of them were dancing as if they were the flames. Those creatures
if I believe it has a butt, it has a butt. That's how I'm interpreting this. There is a butt. So we need to go out the butt.
I agree.
So, I think we should consider how we enter first. You don't remember how we
On the plus, we get up there part, which most of the time the flying castle is a completely inaccessible part. It's and that's the fun of the adventure all of its own. That part already went away. Okay.
You ground artillery weapons.
Okay, so we say everyone hang tight. Don't worry, all my booby traps are set. All the ground stuff's set. You should be okay for any of the ground assaults, right? I'm going to try and convince them that I'm not doing a good job.
Except when the world whale falls, then you guys are all screwed. But I mean, that's not our problem.
Minor detail.
Minor detail.
Yes, minor detail.
So, since you guys have unleashed the Kukla, I'll let you destroy one of the guys you're facing off straight away. Who does Kukla destroy on its way to get, biting at the War Dragon?
Does that mean the Kutra will destroy one
One of those things outright.
every part, or just
Every part.
Oh,
Just point out the zombie dragon.
or take out the brutal commander?
Yeah, we all got to pick. Okay, I guess I'll read through this again.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. It's like, okay, yeah, the drill commander, because that's the whole get damage thing.
Yeah.
So if the dragon help us destroy one person, one unit?
Yeah.
What about if the unit has an undying stats? Would that completely remove the undying stats, or how would that work?
Well, it'll damage everything, but like the dying stat, it can be damaged, but it will come back unless you specifically have the thing there. So either need to remove the stat, which some playbooks can, or you need the proper ritual to make sure that this is gone. But
So
I guess it can be swallowed by Kukla, and it can go off completely. If you guys want to get rid of that one, let's say that.
I mean, depends. I mean, right? Only because it looks scary doesn't necessarily mean it's the worst one.
Yeah, it's either brutal commander or horde of miasma.
Well, pick one. There's no wrong answers here.
I would say, yeah.
I mean,
Brutal commander. Has to be.
Jeffrey's also undying.
Yeah. Because the horde archer shouldn't be too bad. The miasma is annoying. Brutal commander is because of the command with the code.
Yeah.
Matter it is.
Okay, here, brother commander dice. Here. So
Trying to swoop in.
yeah, Kukla just dives on in, and he happens to be, around where it starts chomping into the whale. So
he's standing on the top of this whale, screaming, "Get out, everybody, or I'll whip your butts!" And then he just got his head, its entire body just eaten in the same. I mean, he probably said something
devoured than anything else.
I mean, God, he was probably just like he blew on him.
incidental damage.
Yeah,
like he just bit into that section, and he was there.
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't have seen it at all.
Yeah. Well, come on, done. Okay, Horde Miasma is around the whale, so you have to go through it, so you pay a price to use any action, and the archers open fire on you guys. So, how do you guys want to do this?
Everyone start, doing their stuff.
If you want to go into the whale, you have to do getaway to get there, between the volley of arrows and all that.
Yeah.
Which is rolling with grace, and if you roll well enough, you can take someone with you.
Oh, my grace is +3, so I have to do that.
There you go.
Yep.
So you're going to start in charge. So
Mine is a 0.
So me again. But my
Yeah.
shine.
So do we all roll, or just one person roll?
one getaway, if you roll well enough, you can take someone with you as an option. So depending on how well you guys do, we might only need 2 people to roll.
Okay.
So, starting with our elf here. It's a quick. How well do you roll?
Wow.
6.
What?
3.
9.
So 9. So you choose one. You get a quickly, you get a quietly, you don't want attention, or you grab someone nearby to bring with you.
Take the ring.
Take rain.
Almost from the group.
Also, pay the price because you're going to the miasma. So you can just pay the price chart and mark one of those off and do it.
So pay the price first.
It's over here.
Okay. Not that again.
I will take damage to Damage? Are you sure?
What is 0?
This mark relevant limited mood. Lose a move of your choice.
Okay, which move of yours are you losing?
My performance.
So your Elven Hour? No, you can have the performance, right?
Enhancing performance.
Sounds good.
I was gonna say, don't we need that for like one of the guys where our god is talk softly, all the stuff doesn't work on him, so why would that work on me either?
So, what do you guys have for grace, Vanessa?
You're better than me. I'm 0.
I'll get away. I'll roll for get away.
Sure thing. Let's see how Lofar does.
Do we have to kill the gang of
7, and then plus 1. 8.
8. So, choose one.
I mean,
If you have someone with you.
yeah, because that's everybody. As you said, 2 rolls enough to do it.
Yeah.
What about Lofar too?
We have 1.
Okay,
Combined.
Okay, well, first of all, pay a price because you're going through the miasma.
Okay.
And since neither of you chose to go there quickly, avoiding any harm along the way, the 2 of you take damage from the archers.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
What was the catch for that? Like, how did you? What could have been done to prevent that?
Well, you choose an option, go there quickly, avoiding harm along the way, rather than grab someone.
Yeah. Okay.
oh, I see.
So
So
what happens if I take damage again?
That's on your staff.
you don't damage one of your stats, or you have some armor or something else.
Oh, okay.
And then, if you're rolling a damage stat, you roll with despair. So you roll 3 dice and take the 2 lowest results.
This miasma word, do we just have to get past it and it's non-existent after that, or is it something we have to kill?
I mean, you can bypass it because it's such a brawling melee that you guys are a small enough unit that you can bypass it and go to the next set piece if you guys want.
So I have 1 armor here. So if I take damage, I'll use that armor, right?
Yeah, you can mark up the armor and it's fine.
Right? I have armor. I paid my price.
Okay.
But we need to kill the archers.
Wait, I mean, but that also, I mean,
Yes, the archers are...
Siegfried, don't you also have armor? I thought you were equipped with it, so you could take it on your own.
I don't have armor.
Where is your equipment? Oh, dear.
A 5 sword,
You have a bow.
a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my armor, my elf. Well, I have armor.
Yeah, you didn't show off your body, that's why.
Okay. So, do you guys want to kill the archers? Because, they will be raining down arrows and what have you onto the lap, and there's many people there. Okay, how do you want to kill these archers?
Somebody split them up, I'll kill them.
I propose a distraction.
Okay, keep them busy then. Roll with courage.
I literally have a prank weapon.
Okay, what's the prank weapon do?
Well, I get this thing, and it's probably going to be a giant hammer, and they probably thought it was going to do something even, like, I'm just throwing it, and instead it's like I'm going to say it's like a confetti ball, and they're all like, oh my god, what? Completely overwhelmed. Maybe they want to do it, Scarlet.
They're afraid this Luna is chucking a giant, warhammer at them, and it's going to hurt really badly, and it doesn't. So they all hid from you because, you're probably going to see a rage form, what have you, and
Well, I could use it as distraction, so if it was a ruse, you either get away or keep them busy, as if you got a 10 plus your choice. Oh, yeah, I guess they keep them busy. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So they are busy. So now they're vulnerable to being killed. Go ahead.
Rolling with wood, so plus 3.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's dead.
If that's 10 plus.
12.
Yeah. Okay. Technically, that was from a group to a single thing, but okay. Small enough, don't care.
It's
Archers are dead.
Yes.
Okay.
I am ball of death. Just throw me at stuff, I kill it.
See, that's what the distraction was for. You guys were afraid of the giant glitter bomb hammer, and then instead you got a giant slime to just, eat them?
Waka, 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 waka.
So we're technically right now inside of miasma, right?
No, I think
We
that's
went around it.
You passed it now. You have to deal with miasma getting into here.
now we just
It was surrounded by its own farts. Kudos.
Okay, so I would say that you guys managed to get into the whale proper now with the rolls you made. So now we are in the castle proper. Like as you enter it, you expect it to be a normal Milky Way, but no, it turns out it's actually a location thing because Fairflow are built like that. If the big behemoths, they are made out of parts that are narrative locations and what have you. So the first part is the maw, which is filled with cutting deadly blades and what have you. To chum everything up, there's some marsh bile, which is advanced covered swamp beast to deal with you guys. Some cuts of small enemies, some tiny swarms.
Well, we skipped a lot then. We didn't even end up on the.
Well, the part 2 is the castle proper, and it has multiple parts there. So the castle proper part is so academics is time to have an entire platoon of elite troopers arrive to capture someone. You're separated. You have traps, so there are some barrier threats that prevent you guys from going to the castle that fast. And the map, if you want to go to where this whole world whale is powered from, you need to get the map. So it is somewhere in the castle.
Okay, who here is good at Zelda games?
Na.
Oh God, the answer was me. We're screwed. Okay. Really? Which one?
I mean, you're. I'm not going to count you playing Breath of the Wild and finishing absolutely everything before you.
Come on, I've only played 3 games. That's it. 4.
Yeah, I've played like 6.
Okay, and the persistent condition here is pollution, which means that every beast aberration has some armor, and it's a wasteland. So everything here is poisoned, and whatever you eat or drink something, even if you brought it yourself, you have to pay a price.
Lovely.
Yep.
Plus side, at least I have 2 healing items that are not food.
There you go.
God.
Yeah, and I can shoot water at people, which apparently, I guess that would work.
Okay, so actually, to come to think, I don't think food is actually doing my thing at all. Which it can be, for me, it isn't. And I didn't opt to choose it. I chose traps because I have an obsession with booby traps. Booby traps.
Okay, so
you are pretty much in this in front of this roiling blade maw that is progress for you guys to go deeper into the whale towards where the green sun is and what have you. But yeah, you guys have a kukla. You can just kill one of those things here. So boss cells, Morph Bile, Brutal Commander, a swarm, or Horde Lockdown. What do you guys want to kill?
One of these is a thing that is a thing.
Well, all of those are things you can kill because, the kukla is knowing on this place.
Wait, which part are we in at the moment?
2.1, the maw.
So we skipped the zombie dragon?
Well, he might show up later.
Oh, okay. I guess Brutal Commander again?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Brutal.
I'm here. This is my time to shut
I'm here again. Dead again.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, like the buzzsaws, for example. It would be pretty hard to hit them, I guess. So
obvious trip.
Sure, no one wants to go with the Cthulhu or Tentacle Monster of Fun?
What's that?
Morph Bile?
Yeah.
Cross Tentacles and Vile Discharge.
Destroyed. Does that mean it's actually removed permanently?
How to kill the Brutal Commander, does he have any special defenses, or is it just something that we can off him once he's distracted?
Well, he is surrounded by tiny swarm and hold lockdown, so he's behind them. So, Lothar over here has a bow and arrow, so they can try in going after them. Sure. Otherwise, you have to get into melee range with them.
Well, yeah, water jet.
Would it be something that would be possible? If it was distracted, somebody could throw me at him?
Yeah, definitely.
But the problem is that if you fight a Brutal Commander, it'll counterattack you.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking how long it's going to take to kill, because we're all going to be taking damage.
Well, it's a threat with one stat, so it's not that hard to kill.
Mm-hmm. So should we use the dragon on something else then?
It's that easy to get rid of this guy. Then
Because the marsh battle seems kind of like an issue.
Yeah, I would say let's get rid of the marsh.
Figure it out. I'll be back in a second.
I'm going to follow you up for a moment.
I mean, I have no armor, so it doesn't really matter to me.
My armor's used. So
Well, damp areas are where its attacks have the area tag, which is what, everywhere in here?
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, I'd rather not have something with an area tag.
okay. Marsh.
And we also have to pay a price every time we touch it. So anyone who's got...
I think if we can kill off the commander in one action.
Like, the only person who can attack it is basically Siegfried, because at least he has range.
I have a gun.
I have things I can chuck. I don't have things I can chuck, but I need these things that I chuck. I've already lost a prank weapon.
Or what?
Okay. So what
That's
can
how
you
you
guys
got your
decide?
attack.
No, I mean, like, what are you talking about for throwing?
I have weapons. I don't like... Oh, yeah, okay, most of my stuff is melee. I have one thing.
Doesn't the collector have some way to like combine things together to give it some extra attacks or whatever?
Well, that's if I chose it, which I didn't.
Okay.
Mine did not go in that. There's a magical. So all my things. Oh yeah, all my gear gets a range save. I forgot about that. Okay, so everything that says melee is can. Yeah, I can kill anything.
So
I don't know.
are we all on point in terms of using the dragon on the marsh pile then?
Wait a second. I'm curious here. I'm a divine being, and I got the word of power, and my word of power is tame. Can I like tame any of these things, or does it only work on actual like animals?
I have to double check that.
I mean, in all fairness, the horde lockdown. And actual animals in here does include monkeys. And I mean, maybe a frogling or ratling is actually a thing. But technically, me. You actually could, in theory. You said it's only an animal.
But I'm saying I'm not sure what it's for specifically, but or what can be affected. But I was thinking that if I can tame one of these things, that would be rapid changes.
You can use a partner to command any natural object or animal to follow that word. For example, okay. Threat, take damage to the stat of your choice. The word threat in a way. Okay. So I'd say that I think that like looks as if it's like lesser creatures, like the tiny swarm. Sure, you can use that against it, but not like. I guess the marshmallow is considered a beast, swamp beast, sure, but like not the brutal commander, not the horde lockdown. I'd say everything else.
So I would be able to tame the marsh bile.
Yeah, let's say. But it's only like delays it, so it's not like it becomes your friend.
Okay.
And you have to damage a stat to so it will just like make the marshmallow not attack you and not participate here, or like maybe help you even a little bit. Because it is not an automatic. You are paying a good price for it, so definitely it's useful against such things.
So could I get the marshmallow to attack the brutal commander?
I'd say yes, but it will just give you an advantage to use for you to finish it, not to damage it directly.
But you said he's only 1 point, so that any of us could take him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, what are we wasting this on?
So who is the dragon eating?
Yeah.
Either we can go after the buzzsaws or the swarm or the horde.
Well, pick one.
I think buzzsaw is the most tame, I guess. It doesn't move, right? The buzzsaw just that.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably get knocked into.
others things can push you into the boss sauce. Those things.
That's true.
Pick up the brutal commander, with the dragon.
So I think you guys want to get rid of the horde lockdown because that's like the most mobile enemy. The brutal commander, you want to be attacking with the marsh bile, with the word of power. And tiny swarm is like small. That's not that, it's bad, and buzzsaws are other things. Okay. So for the sake of brevity, let's say the horde lockdown gets destroyed by the dragon. Probably starts shaking up, and they fall into the buzzsaw trap and get just chomped up there in the royal. I mean, you're in the whale, so it would make sense. The whale gets fed with his own people. He doesn't care. Okay, so, Kath, you were saying that you want to be controlling Mars by your word of power, right?
That was a thought.
Well, do you want to act on the thought?
I'll say no.
Okay. So to move things along, I'll say the tiny swarm, the group goes after Siegfried and Kat to just climb over them. The tiny swarm is like spiders, rats, beetles, zombie mutants, and whatever. So it's all sort of tiny little things just swarming you guys to make it.
More the.
You might just eat it.
You also have to roll with despair because oh my god, spiders!
Yep. They envelop you, and you are in despair because you're just being covered by so many small things.
Also, OMG spiders.
Spiders and things that, only heard of spiders from, the great grapevine or something like that. They're just...
I mean, my body is made out of acid, so any of these things that are touching me just kind of melt, don't they?
Is that what it says, you think? What does it say?
Let's see. Acid enzymes. You can make any part of your body into a weapon as long as it predigests living things that it touches. This weapon deals no damage to inorganic materials like stone or metal.
Okay, so it sounds like that's a weapon of yours, so you can use that to kill them using your enzymes. So, I cannot disarm you because you can become enzymes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just an automatic...
roll with despair anyway, because it's still gross.
Yeah, unless somebody saves you from this group of tiny swarm.
There's no way to save myself, is there?
I mean, you can. You roll, I guess, finish them, because it's not like you have an advantage with your enzyme, so you can try damaging it.
I can try to save him. Let's see.
I just want to see him do this.
Sure. So roll with despair. So 3 dice, take the 2 lowest. Murders.
It's dead.
9 plus. How much use your blood?
3.
Okay.
It's dead.
Yeah. So you can...
What is despair now, right?
Yeah. So now you just have a singular tiny swarm on you. So yeah.
Tiny tap.
Also rolling with despair?
Yes, you're rolling with despair.
Wow.
Makes 2 so 3.
3. Okay. So I'm going to say that all those small things like drag you away from the whole group. You're getting separated from them, and they're taking you towards the boss trap. It's like this one that can fit between the blades. There's rolling blades that are just very angry and chomped up. So it's up to some of you guys to save Siegfried from being chomped.
So does that mean I'm actually attacking the saw blades then? Okay.
I mean, however you guys want to do this.
Let me take a look.
It's a soft kind going at him, or whatever, and yeah.
I just cursed it.
So he's about to be sawed.
Yes.
Okay, I'm double checking.
Go with your pecs. You got this. I believe in you.
Well,
I can't finish the trap, right?
Oh yeah, Kat, since you dealt damage to the tiny swarm and there is brutal commander still around, take damage because they respond back to you.
Oh god, not my grace. My -1 grace.
Well, hopefully you won't have to roll it.
okay.
Sometimes we put you on the spot.
Well,
Okay.
I have a note for the carrying, who's a dwarven tunneler. Can I use a drill tank against that saw? I'll just drill the saw.
I don't understand how to fight the boss. How do we fight the buzz saws? Because enemies are around secret or obvious.
This is a threat that you can just go and punch or use a sword at and what have you. I mean, yeah,
drill the saw.
Whatever makes sense of you killing a lot of small things.
Okay.
Do you want to use your giant, die clef the size of a
devastating, unwieldy weapon that's really dangerous and clumsy, which probably means I beat Secret.
You swing and take off.
I also have a large, unbreakable weapon, which is building a dwarf make.
Right.
Or we can just do the dwarf one.
Yeah, I do have a drill.
Does that work on that? On the swarm?
I thought we were attacking the saw.
Are we attacking the saw or the swarm? Which one's easier for me to go after? Or him?
Well, it's all up to you guys. First, you need to get an advantage over either of them.
Okay.
It's a saw blade. You mean you don't get an advantage over a saw blade?
It's a very sharp saw blade. Okay.
Talk to it. Become a saw whisperer.
Talk softly.
But it's like, okay, you can start hacking at it, but then like Sophie will just get loose and start, running around like a detached saw blade, just cutting through the floor. You want that on you?
I don't know. The whale might not be too happy with that one.
That sounds like there's a stage in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. That's that, and also that gave me nightmares. And also no,
Like playing more than the nightmares. What if the buses are coming in for the ground? Shh.
yeah, all nightmares. Okay, so we needed what created distraction. Okay, right? Is that something?
You need to create some kind of an advantage for yourself. So you can use your companions for that. You can use some gear or fabrics for that.
Can I use my Warrior's Pride, which is a custom that I have? So basically, I'll let out a raw challenge. And then I'll challenge either the bug or the saw. I don't even know how the saw will accept my challenge.
Neither of these answer to your challenge because, they don't recognize your warrior code.
Unfortunate, stupid saw.
If only we had more on.
The saw remains unmoved.
So, wait, is the only issue is that he's in the way of the saw blade and he can't do anything about it?
He's being dragged into the saw blade right now. He's in danger, and it's up to you guys to save him.
I got water jets, and can I, push him out of the way?
Well, what do your water jets do? They move the people around?
Well, then again, they just fire rocks at people, so yeah, maybe not.
Okay, I can create a distraction by using my drill tank to jam the saw.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll.
And I got to roll, right?
3 dice.
That's a roll for this?
Are you using your companion?
Yep.
Let's just mark off its stat and you don't have to roll that.
Okay, it's up to you now.
Yeah. You have your drilling by toss the pickaxes and all the heavy tunneling gear, maybe some explosive, whatever, and just starts try jamming it. It's like holds for a second, is about to break, and seize the opportunity, guys.
Wait a second.
I should ask how close Siegfried is to this.
Dangerously close.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go with my large unbreakable weapon
Okay.
and just whack at the saw blades.
Do it.
Don't take one's head off.
Roll with blood to destroy it.
It's my blood again. Other than it's not that bad. Okay, watch me fail.
That's pretty good. Or wait, do you have
9.
11.
Oh, wait, that was us that did a roll.
Well, it's not the bug, right? So
Oh yeah, that's 11.
11. Okay, yeah, you destroy the boss cells. You hack them to pieces with your dwarf-made, undestroyable sword.
Even though it says unbreakable and has one use in its arm or whatever. Yep.
Okay.
Goodbye. Unbreakable weapon.
You did something.
You jammed it straight into the boss cells and they've stopped. And you left it
It
there.
was crowbar.
Well, you just, pierced it right through. So this means Siegfried was saved.
He's still probably covered in a bazillion
Yeah.
spider bites at this point, so he's a little less sexier than usual.
Well, he's still covered in the tiny swarm, yes.
I thought there was only one tiny swarm.
Yes, the one tiny swarm, that's on you.
How do we get rid of that for him?
Well, how do you kill a bunch of spiders on this person?
you need to get gain advantage first, right? Or,
Yeah.
Wash them up, flood them up.
Would that actually work? My water jet just literally pushes you away. Our water blast just pushes you away. I don't think that would knock them off you, but maybe it would.
Well, does it count as a distraction?
Well, what is a distraction?
What is it?
No, my water blast literally just sent someone flying from away from you with a stream of water.
Yeah, I do have an explosive, but it might kind of explode on Siegfried too.
Fine, screw it. Okay, I have a prize. It's just
Is it our area is naturally water, right? Or like, we're in a damp, wet area?
Narratively, yes, but it's not water.
Okay.
I don't want to know anymore. That was enough. TMI.
You
Okay.
have the concept of wetness for something that doesn't understand what water is.
Okay, can I still keep going? Because I can probably...
Yeah, sure.
Also, before we do anything, what is the slow tag?
Slow, that means you cannot use it like in the middle of the combat or what have you. You do it like in between the scenes.
Okay.
Sort of like food you cannot eat right now. This is in Breath of the Wild. You have to have a little bit of downtime to use it, like, I know, for healing. You need to put the Band-Aid on and so on.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go again. Distraction. I have a prize. It is a beautiful, priceless, shiny object. And given the fact that it's a bunch of spiders, it's a laser pointer. It's a freaking laser pointer. I pulled a laser pointer. I'm directing fear itself as best as I can here away from Siegfried.
Okay, sure. Does it say anything there? Just that.
Okay, one used to make someone desire this prize above all else. They can do anything to have it.
Okay, the tiny swarm is on you now.
I said laser pointer, not me.
You have it. They desire it.
Oh,
Siegfried hasn't been dragged away from everybody else, but now you all have the tiny swarm on you.
On the plus side, you also don't have a bunch of dangerous melee attacks. So
And on the marsh bile also noticed that, and also wants you. Going for a bear hug.
Okay, so what that means, it's distracted.
Yeah, I'd say it's just ridiculous.
Can I kill the marsh bile?
Sure.
Because
Roll
it's
for it.
distracted?
Roll for it.
thought this out so well.
Okay, well, it's probably not dead. 6.
6. That is a lose advantage and must face retaliation. Okay. So yeah, what were you studying at it? Your water jets, what have you?
No, I was just jumping at it.
Jumping at it. Okay, well, you jumped at the marsh bile, and the marsh bile, grabbed you instead of Anastasia over there.
Good luck grabbing me against some slime.
And then marsh bile is probably part of stuff.
Well,
So I'm mating with it now.
it's got corrosive tentacles, so if you have any armor, it's destroyed now.
No.
Yeah, there's
Okay. Has an attack. Okay, so you also have advantage. Anastasia is covered by the spider. Actually, you're intermingled with the marsh bile.
Wait, it's a swarm because earlier Cat was using his whatever he used. Does it affect both the swarm and the marshmallow or just the marshmallow?
The swarm wasn't distracted. It was on the mission. The marsh bile was distracted, but Cat used that up, failed, and now it's distracted. There's no advantage. So,
Okay, so the swarm is not distracted.
the swarm is not distracted. It's on Anastasia trying to grab that laser pointer, some kind of weird shiny object you have.
If we distract him, I'll finish it off.
I'll distract.
Are you sure is it gonna? Because you're the
No, I
lead
got
user,
distracted.
right?
Explosives.
Thing? Yeah.
I do have a shield bearer. I'll squish them.
Okay.
So I'll distract the swarm again
Okay.
with my tiny little bow.
Also, another question, because I have something.
Yeah.
Weird. The marsh bile is consuming me or hugging me or
Yeah.
whatever. Is it technically not looking at me?
Does it even have eyes?
It has eyes. Like, what are you trying to get here?
Because I am unreal. I'm allowed to use one of my points to just slip out of it. As long as it's not looking at me.
Well, the scripture said that it has many creepy eyes poking out from underneath its vines, so I'd say it's probably looking at you, perceiving you at the moment with its many eyes. It has some spare.
I mean, perceiving you doesn't need eyeballs. It's touching you literally.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it knows you're there.
But that's the thing.
I'm distracted with my bow.
Okay, so keep them busy.
Is it roll?
You need to spend ammo and roll with courage.
Courage +1.
Also, if this marsh bile was some sort of liquid, this would be great. Because I can eat it from anybody.
Rather than mark my bow or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mark all of your ammo
Ammo, yeah.
and then roll with courage.
No.
Yeah. That's smart of me. Laser pointers.
4 +1. 5.
Cool.
And that failed.
Okay, so what are we trying to keep busy? The
That's
swarm?
1 kill.
That's what was on you.
No. What could I throw at you?
Imagine the swarm just going back and forth.
It's confused.
I say that the zombie dragon made its way into here now. Because, you made some kind of explosive light show and then noticed some kind of opening in and just
this white show? What is he doing over here? He was just playing with his bow.
Probably fire, the fire dust, what have you. It's like a condensed fire. You set it off and like creates a plume of fire and what have you.
Vanessa, you forget that he is naturally sparkly.
He's also covered in spider bites, probably just a little.
That's
Also, like,
sparkles.
part of Exalted is that when you guys started using up your energy to go more loud, you create some kind of something called animal banner, which like in Dragon Ball, you have those, auras, whatever. And it can be like, seen from a couple miles away. So, yeah, this is like a silver light show over here. Yeah, like,
See, he's actually doing something with his body. Me, I'm just grabbing any trash I can find and chucking that thing.
Okay, actually, so
Yes, I got my tame word.
Come
Can I just use my tame word to get out of the marsh pile?
you what?
My divine being tame.
Yes, you can use that word, but I think it comes with a price that you need to take damage. Because you're using it against a threat.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take damage to courage.
so what happened to the swarm now? Now that I know
The
this
swarm is still on Anastasia.
is
The mouse-
distracted.
No, it hasn't been distracted.
And here we got a dragon.
Yeah, Siegfried over here.
The zombie dragon we talked
Attacked
to
the
avoid
dragon.
that we thought we didn't have to fight is here.
Yes.
Yay.
And yeah, the marsh bile now is under the control of Cat. It's being tamed, so it's being at least, I guess, pretty much out of the fight, let's say.
Can you stick it on the zombie dragon?
Can we send a dragon at it?
The thing says, when you speak a word of power against a threat, take damage to start your choice. We award delays the threat in a way you describe. So, how is it delayed? I guess.
Oh, I just wanted. I just want to be free from it
Okay,
because
sure.
it's not grabbing me.
It sets you free, and isn't participating in this fight anymore because it has been tamed as per your word of power.
Sweet.
Okay, so basically right now I still have a swarm and a zombie dragon, right?
And the brutal commander that commands the tiny swarm.
Hey guys, I'm still over here. Don't worry. I'm waiting my turn.
Okay,
It's
so
war veteran.
Somebody just like shoot at him or something.
okay, well I guess I'll use my let's see. I'll shoot it with gunpowder.
Okay. Is your companion stat or?
It's okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
Here. So in here I say gunpowder, and then you have a rifle, which is range, reload, and dwarf made, and exploding trap, which is trap, dangerous, 2 use. So does that mean my trap have 2 use, but then my rifle have unlimited use?
Let's
I'm trying to get myself in a situation that's where I'm just stumble on a trap over
yeah, so, So yeah, what dwarves have that nobody else has, the dwarves have gunpowder, which means that you have a rifle, which is unexploded. The rifle is reload, which means you have to spend time reloading it, which means you just use once per
It's like me all day.
encounter fight. So
So I can use it
I haven't gone
Yes.
over this
once, and then next scene you'll be able to use once, and next scene you'll be able to use once.
So in this case, what about the different part? Is each part a different scene? Or,
Yeah, like each kind of like as long as you have some downtime, you can reload it slowly. Like you reload like one of those rifles that takes 2 minutes to reload.
Okay, so I'll use the gunpowder to distract the brutal commander.
Oh, and then can I shoot at it? Because I have water. My
Okay,
water just
so
shoot rocks.
Keep them busy.
Keep the
With courage.
Of course. Okay, I'll roll. So 7 plus 2, 9.
Okay, they will retaliate against you when the time is up, but for now they are busy. So if they get murdered, it's fine. Otherwise, they're coming after you.
Which ones are these?
The brutal commander. So who smoked him out right in the face. They're like, okay, next priority target.
I want to try and kill it with my water jets.
Do it.
And
Then, yeah, you murder the commander, and this last dying breath, it also hurts you back because it still has its stat of Defiant Command.
isn't that only if it's melee?
All new training did them back to anyone who deals damage to them. No. So he throws some hatchet at you
Okay.
back and what have you, and yeah. take damage, but the pool commander is dead.
Okay, well, worth it.
Now we still have a swarm, tiny swarm, and then
Zombie Dragon.
and zombie dragon.
I'm still covered in spiders, right?
Yes. And so nobody has
Yeah, no one's helped me, so then I'm in trouble.
I mean, the only issue is I could help you, but you probably get.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Anastasia. How do you deal with spiders before they take you away with your tiny object? How do you want to deal with this?
Can we just chuck another shiny object for them to go after?
Do you have another use of that?
2 more.
Sure, you can use that, chuck it off, and they will be off of you.
There we go.
Okay, sure. The tiny swarm is off of you and on that shiny spot thing. They are distracted right now because they're not on you, I guess.
Okay.
Do you want to capitalize on that?
And then I threw it onto a... What trap
You know what? I'll take it if you don't mind, maybe.
Do you want... Okay.
I'll use one of my iron blasts, which is a various explosive device. 2-use dangerous.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the reason why I'm suggesting not, because your thing means like everyone in what range gets hurt.
I mean, I could just try to
It's
kill it.
2-use dangerous.
I mean,
it's not area.
That's the
I mean, dangerous is from a like area, except that sorry. Yeah, close with them, as far as I remember. Dangerous are like area attacks, but they always cause collateral damage,
Oh.
which is fine. I mean, there are that. Currently, there's nobody in the tiny swarm, so you're safe to blow them up.
Okay. I'll use my various explosive device.
Okay. So
I'll
roll, finish them with blood.
Okay. I'll roll for blood. +1. 8 +1 9.
Yeah, they only have one shot, so you managed to destroy them. Yep. Blow up those poor spiders with explosives. So now just have the zombie dragon here.
Yeah.
We were hoping not to fight.
On your body.
No.
Dance with your body.
Siegfried, how do you deal with this dragon?
I will distract it.
Okay.
With my bow.
Keep them busy.
Get them busy. 7 plus... What's that?
Great. Sorry, courage.
Courage? +1.
So 8. So they will retaliate against you when the time is up. Okay, so you're drawing the attention of this undead dragon thing that will be going after you.
So if
Now,
I have a really, really, really insane suggestion. So I have collected custom and controllable strength. Can I like throw one of these guys into the other one? I mean, I will take tentacle monster into zombie thing or zombie thing into tentacle monster.
I thought tentacle monster's gone, isn't it?
oh, it is around, but it's not participating in this fight anymore because it has been tamed.
Okay, what else is in the field?
It's just the zombie dragon and you guys.
Also, question here.
Yes?
Since this dragon requires a ritual to actually be killed, do we actually have anybody with the ability to stop this thing? Or if we kill it now, it's just going to come back for the next fight?
I mean, if we gank it, it'll die, right?
It has an undying.
I guess if you guys want to spend some time and maybe pay a price, yeah, I'll say that because you have the divine being, I say that you are the priest of the thing and would know how to put down something undead.
Okay.
We bring him up with us, did we?
What? Cool.
Wombat?
No, he's not here.
That's what I thought. So I was just like,
He's helping the people of the town.
Good.
Blah.
town city.
Yeah. Was a city. Now this population seems to have declined.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so fight zombie.
Well, it's currently being distracted, so you guys can just try finishing.
I can try to kill it.
Yeah.
But does it have to... It's necro stuff. Is it going to affect me if I kill it? Or attempt to?
The necrofire means that when it's attacking, it's melee necrotic ranged, which means that Siegfried, if you guys don't deal with this dragon, will get some necrotic damage at him.
What can I do against zombie dragon?
No, I only got 7. Or actually 8.
8. Okay, so you.
Good things I can throw.
So you damage monster. So I guess you damage its necrofire because Because unless you have piercing.
Yeah, just started this stat is removed. How do you remove a stat?
There are some playbooks that can remove damage stats, like the air, for example.
Thank you for being
I mean,
I don't have the option for air.
So the attack failed, or
no, the attack succeeded. The zombie dragon was damaged, but it is not dead. And now, since the time is up, it retaliates like in the secret, but not using its necrophy. It's just using regular maul. It's just chopping at you, so take regular damage.
Some stupid thing again I can use against this thing.
So it's damage a stat or armor or what have you.
I'm gonna heal it.
Damage courage then.
Yeah, if you have healing, yes, you can heal it.
No, I mean the zombie dragon.
No, it is dead, and you cannot heal that who's undead.
Well, I mean, you can in other games, and it usually kills them.
That's what I was asking.
feeling is damage me too. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's kind of like of holy damage and what have you, and so on. But like one of the big tenets of Exalted is that once something is dead, you cannot bring it back because otherwise, a lot of stories have become like meaningless. That you have sacrifice. Oh no, it's a great thing.
Not even
But then, okay, resurrect. It's all good.
Soul Steel die type somehow. I don't know how. Can I put on the zombie dragon?
I mean, it does do damage on it. Yeah, sure.
Can I? If that's
I mean, it's just do damage on it, or does it do anything more than just damage on it?
It's only got one stat left.
Yeah, it's only got one stat left. So if someone will create advantage, someone will capitalize it.
I'll create advantage by using my Warrior's Pride again. I could challenge him, right? It's the Swan Dragon.
I would say that's it's a kind of like a greater undead thing. So yeah, it is a sentient thing and very much aware of its surroundings and so on.
Okay, I'll yell challenge 2, and basically I'll be challenging the dragon, try to distract him, so I have to roll for blood, I guess? Yes, blood.
Yes.
I got 6 plus 1, so 7.
Okay, and what does that do?
So on a 7 plus, they accept approaching you for battle and dropping whatever they're doing. On a 9 minus, they bring backup of them.
Is there any backup for it to bring, though?
That's true.
Because it's the only thing in the area. And the mark file is
areas. Look what he did. Had the zombie dragon was in the other area.
No.
And somebody else would go, hey, look, the shiny thing's happening.
Giving him ideas.
Trust me, he knows how to screw people over better than anyone else. He's probably something even worse.
I'd say that there isn't anything to bring here anymore. So yeah, you just find the zombie dragons going at you.
Actually, it's distracted now.
All right.
Yes.
Should I do my thing?
Sure. You want to break this, combat circle.
Do you have enough blood to
I have 3 blood.
Okay, go for it.
Killing is my specialty.
I call you out for honorable combat. Meanwhile, my friend over here will snipe you from the side.
Which is what I was going to do.
Sorry?
12.
Okay, so it is dead. I'm dying, and you want to be purifying its body to put down to it. So pay a price, and I say that, you managed to do that.
Okay, well.
Somebody pay a price.
Or you pay a price.
I do? Okay. Okay. Let's see.
I figured it would. I have no friends. I'm not friends with you anyway.
So,
Yes?
if our bond is not a good bond, is it still count as a bond? Because me and Lofar, we suck at convincing dragons. That's a bond, right?
Yeah, bonds are a mechanical thing in Fellowship. That means like if the two of you are working together, if both of you have bonds with each other, you're rolling with hope because you're best buddies here. But if neither of you have a bond with each other, then you're getting in each other's way because you're having a spat or whatever. So even if the bond is kind of sucky, it still counts as a bond.
Sweet.
Yes.
Okay. Take damage.
I'll take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take damage, then
Do I take a stack to take damage on, or?
yes, because it's not piercing. And what was
Okay,
the
I took damage on wisdom, but never asked me to do anything wisdom.
Don't worry, I can heal you if need be.
You erase one of the bonds with them because you damaged them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I got rid of them. We're no longer bad at convincing dragons.
Just to ask, do my healing powers, salves, or any devices, whatever, God, devices would be hilarious, a healing device. Here's a needle.
I mean, acupuncture is pretty much on the brand for Exalted healing. Yes, I'm going to stab you to make your bleeding stop. Yes.
Does that ever work on the play the price thing?
I mean, there are some basic prices that you need to use up some items. So yes.
Yeah, like I have a lot of. Jeez, I mean, you guys could start going after me for that. I could take that.
I mean, I can go after anybody I want because I can heal.
Why aren't you healing?
Because I don't see a point to it at the moment.
You're
I can't heal myself.
That's what I'm offering.
Well, then you can heal me at some other point because I don't need these stats at all.
So you guys managed to clear them all. I'm going to take a little break here. We can grab some water or whatever, and you guys can figure out whether you need to heal yourself up and so on and so on.
So my question is, because we're moving to the next scene, so that means
You can reload, yes.
Yeah, I can reload. Okay. So just
Yeah, I'll reload as well.
what about all the other ones, like the explosives that we use? Or those?
If they have limited use, they don't go back.
They don't go back.
And we're back. So we did a little bit of upkeep. Our cat, the endless liquid, got healed up, and so on and so on.
I sprinkled this healing powder on him. He's now fruit flavored watermelon.
And now we're moving to the next part of exploring this whale behemoth thing, which is the lungs. And it's quite blizzardy. So the trap is the blizzard. It's a winter storm.
So I would like to say,
yes,
a blizzard inside lungs means water inside lungs and him drowning at that point.
Again, you're dealing with fair folk, which don't exist on the concept of normal bodily functions.
Again, I probably do not also have an anus, of which I'm very disappointed because how else are we going to make our great escape other than out the butt?
Yeah,
they are like play performing the roles that they have the kind of shapes for.
Okay.
Also, that answers my question that you did play Grace's movie.
Yes, I did. That's why I keep making this joke.
Yes, exactly. And I'd asked you if you wanted to play it, and you're like, I don't think I played that one.
Oh, it's a remake then?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
anyone HD shelter blizzard pay up. Oh wow.
Yeah. So no, you put down the dragon down for good, you sacrifice his body.
But the mix of swirling snow. Sorry, what?
So yes, the dragon has been put down for good. It's not coming back.
What? I thought he's like all powerful.
yes, and we're even all powerful.
This is the undead dragon. This is Swan Dragon. This is Kukla. Well, Kukla is still around. Yeah.
Vanessa, chill the with your ADHD.
So, because this large world whale is breathing so heavily, it's creating a blizzard here. It's like a snowy, foresty landscape here, and it's chilling to the bone. You have some chaos beast lumbering around here. You have a sky commander, which means you have a flying fort knight and a group of horde archers also flying around on the lookout for any danger. So, who would like to take the spotlight first? Who would like to start us off about what you guys are doing to get through this?
Let's define what protection is.
Protection is a gear or an ability some characters have. Like, I think Angel has a protection and so on and so on. But yeah, unless you know you have a protection, you don't have protection. The costing... Probably Raiders have you.
The glaive I've got doesn't count?
No. Unless it says protection as a tag, it's not protection.
It does have protection.
Will the dragon still be able to take out one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Which?
How? But okay.
It's biting into the side of the world whale and piercing its lungs.
Okay.
That way.
Galaxy, it's going very deep.
Yeah.
That's very deep.
It's hundreds of kilometers long, and we are Canadian, right? Why are we using, the American system?
Because it's an American game. Should we be using some...
But
I mean, it's a fantasy world. We should be measuring by the length of...
you need to measure the length of cucumbers.
The measurement unit is Yeten, which is a large lumbering beast of burden from the north. Like a cow. So you measure...
Is it not like a woolly mammoth? Okay, we're going on like...
Between a woolly mammoth and the cow and so on. Somewhere between them. That's a one Yeti.
But 5 times more woolly mammoth.
So in this case, this thing is like
1,000 yen.
1,000.
the whale is 1,000 yen. And the dragon is probably like 100,000 minimum.
I mean, a mammoth is a couple meters long, so with 10,000 maybe, with a couple thousand.
I mean, man,
Regardless.
Yeah, killed aberration.
So before we start a fight, we still have to do something.
Sorry?
Are we starting a fight now?
Well, you guys picking what Kukla destroys in this encounter.
Aberration.
Aberration.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Not yet.
I'm listening.
It can be impacted by range, right? I mean, as long as you're not near it, you're fine.
Yeah.
The thing is the frostbite requires anyone who does take the spotlight, which it doesn't. Does that include distraction?
You take a spotlight when you're declaring what's going on, what's doing, and so on. So
I get blizzard trapped.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, hands down, any movement we make, we get get frosted immediately.
We're helping out the whale by clearing up the blizzard inside of it.
Let's just point out that we all are from the Vancouver area. We don't know what snow is. Yes, we are from Canada, and the second we see about a centimeter of it, also known as like a quarter of an inch to Yinks, we scream and our own buses just crash.
Yeah, we have
so yes, we needed to respect the blizzard. I say go for I don't know how I would fight the blizzard, but I want to kill the blizzard.
It's going to chomp the blizzard.
I mean, I'm guessing it's, fire breathing maybe.
It's a difficult dragon. What do you expect?
No, it's
eats the blizzard.
Yanks the lungs, so it's open to the air or outside, and then the blizzard just go outside.
yeah, it seems that the Kukla is just biting straight into its lung and just popping them right through, and all that warm air from the south rushes in, and everything feels just melts.
So I feel bad for this whale.
The whale had it coming.
Collapsing lungs.
No, that and I'm like, is it not dead yet? Because we kind of wish that's dead. It's just suffering.
I mean, let's see what is it. It's swimming in a cloud of parts. It's got its face eaten. It's got its lungs eaten. It has no. I mean, at least it doesn't have an anus, so at least that's I'm going to eat.
It's going to have an anus in the end, okay? The dragon is
the end.
the dragon is going to bite through it, okay?
Or the dragon will bite to make an opening for us, and that'll be new anus.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said.
Oh.
So it's new anus or it's your anus?
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, the crowd goes silent.
You don't have to feel too bad for it. Again, it is not a creature of flesh and bone. It is a stuff made of gossamer and dreams and what have you. It is play pretending to be a whale. It is a shapeless behemoth that is forced into this shape by someone else that controls it. You can take chunks out of it and it'll pretend to feel pain because that's the way it's acting. But it's not actually not feeling more pain than an actor in the movie pretending to, get faked punched.
But you're forgetting something important.
Free Willy, right? This is how we're going to take it.
Free Willy.
You're forgetting something very important here. On Twitter, this gets tons of virtue signaling points.
Boston prayers.
It hurts as much as Wally hurts when you take his eye out. How much do pixels hurt? Is it a lot?
Pixels have feelings.
Person named Pixel.
Well, take them out.
Sorry, Pixel, you gotta go.
Answers.
Any case, we get rid of the weather.
Okay, blizzard, you gotta go. Well, now it's funny.
Damn you, Activision Blizzard.
We helped out a lot of people. Now we just need to get rid of Ubisoft. Oh wait, they're doing that themselves.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to say that the archers are going to rain down on the dwarf and collector.
Okay.
Arrows are raining down. How do you guys deal with this?
Get down!
You activated my trap card?
Okay, I'm listening.
Air Force?
I was gonna say, my idea is, my dwarf gonna all line up each other with with Molfar at the top with the shield, and it'll shield all the dwarf all at once from the arrow.
Well,
Yes.
I don't even bother. Go on.
Because Molfar has a shield. It's a defender unit or a defender character.
Galaxy just playing buttons over here.
Can I do that?
Okay, sure. Your shield bearer will take the damage for you, so mark their stat off, and you're protected from the volley of arrows. But our Anastasia is still being targeted by arrows flying right into her face.
Wait, so I mean, them stepping in a trap means they didn't.
I mean, you didn't explain what the trap is. Explain this trap. How is it going? Those are flying archers. What kind of trap do you have that's grabbing those flying things? Are you tossing a bear trap in the air? That doesn't sound safe. Are you? Which trap are you using?
You're smarter than me.
Narrative first game. Explain to me how this works.
I
I mean, you could have arrow traps.
That's all I'm good at.
You could have arrow traps to hurt them, sure, but that won't stop the other arrows coming at you. Which arrow are you using? What do you have?
Okay, so like, what's the stupidest thing I can combine here? So, by default, I can add trickery, which means I can add any of these takes one of any item or the rest of the scene, which can include range, dangerous, piercing, or trap. Which means I can assign to anything really stupid.
Okay.
Okay, what do I have stupid? I could do it on top of a trap.
Trap sword.
I'm tired. I've had way too much caffeine to get me through like the first half of the day, which is why I'm so nutty at the moment.
I mean, the more nutty the game is, the more fun it goes on.
Let's see.
Come on, Hannah. How are you going to block the arrows?
Okay, probably with something dangerous like chuck.
Okay. So giant soul steel diclave.
The arrows have souls, I believe.
Why can't I just push her out of the way?
You can. Roll overcome. Overcome plus blood.
That blood has 0 blood though.
Roll. What's wrong, Mr. President?
I tripped over a rock.
So it sounds like that both of you get damaged by those arrows then.
I'm helping.
You pinned Anastasia down. In the spot.
Gone. So that's on my end because I let you run into you doofus.
So I'm down to scat as well.
You damaged a stat. Take that.
Sense.
You saw with another issue.
Yeah, and now the two of you are on the
Last prize, I could make it like an
Power
explosive
friendship.
chunk, and then everyone would stare at it, either shoot at it, and then it would blow up.
You heard that thing where it's like you give one person 2 options. It's like take what's in the hand or double it and give it to the next person.
Confetti bomb, because I am totally into this glitter narrative, and all I like is the party glues on Smash Bros.
Since you did mention friendship, there is the volatile breakout since your action did harm your ally, so erase any bond you have, one bond you have with Anastasia, if you have any.
No, it's low for
No,
this.
that's fine then. Then there's no further consequences going on here.
I mean, Loafer's chill.
Well, actually, I do have a bond. As it has the name of friend to all else, but never mind then.
Yeah, now we're sitting there lying on the floor, swearing at your ass. And
We swore death to all your people, so...
dude, I'm going to cap you with my gun or anything else I've got.
Okay. So the two of you are under covering fire, which means you have to pay a price and time you take an action. What would you guys like to do now? Open to the table.
So it's only those that's being
Yeah,
affected.
those two.
Because
Can you distract the archers and I can kill them?
Alright, I'll distract the archer. How do I distract
Keep them busy with courage, unless you have something else to do there.
Well, I'll do my yelling. I'll do my warrior pride. I'll scream out war challenge against that big horde of archers.
Okay,
All right.
all
so,
of you on.
Okay, so I'll roll with blood.
rack.
8 plus 1, so 8 plus 1 is 9.
So they go after you, but they bring backup, right?
No, they didn't bring backup. So because on 9 minus, they bring backup.
It is 9 or
9.
minus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so they bring backup. So
Okay.
Going to be the commander guy, isn't it? Again.
The commander is commanding them. I guess they'll bring the Chaos Beast, the Aberration. So you're in a big fight with all those. The Chaos Beast is next to you.
Well, okay, Ray.
The archers
it's
are.
up to you.
But the archers are distracted.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they are distracted.
oh my god.
If I attack them, I'm only going to take off one of their stats, I'm assuming.
Also, there's commander problem. What does he do again?
If you roll 10 plus, you're gonna kill them, but killing a group means that you knock them out to a smaller amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can try killing them.
$11.
Yes, so you knock down a group of horde archers into just horde archers. So they are no smaller.
That means myself and Sigrid are still pegged down.
Only 1%, right?
I mean, now our dwarf has issued them a thing, so I guess now you're just the one under their volley arrows, and the Chaos Beast is also at you.
Oh, the Chaos Beast is also at us.
At the dwarf, because they brought back up and they chose, this chaos gibbering ooze. Okay, unshapen fairfolk.
Okay, Swan is as well, so that's your type of enemy.
No, not quite.
Well, I mean,
I can't do much
if
against
those
them.
distract, I can attack.
They were distracted. They got attacked. Now someone needs to create another distraction.
I'll create another distraction.
We are distracting. The archers.
The Chaos Beast.
Okay. So keep them busy unless you have something else to distract them with.
I'm not going to use my ammo anymore.
Okay.
I'll use myself and distract him.
Sure.
Roll with grace.
Right. With grace, yeah.
Keep it busy. Courage.
Oh, courage.
Unless you have I guess, something else to modify it.
Before he does that, then can I heal him? We use one of my actions because I have healing rain. Doesn't have slow or anything on it.
Okay. Sure.
Heal your grit. Heal your courage.
Heal my courage. It's back to +1. 8 plus 1, 9.
So you do keep the Chaos Beast busy, but after they will retaliate against you when the time is up.
Okay, so just to ask in the realm of how close is everybody to everyone, if I chuck a melee dangerous clumsy weapon that's explosive.
I'm beside the archers.
I see our dwarf and elf are within the range of the Chaos Beast.
Fine. Okay, can I just
do you have a ranged weapon?
Yeah, all my things are ranged. Hey, just out of curiosity, if I have everything is ranged and I use something else. Oh wait, I have a beautiful cursed weapon that's melee, precious, and necrotic. I can add range to it and chuck it at something's head and then take damage more, I guess.
Yeah.
Chaos Beast?
Okay, roll it.
Blood. So best.
Plus
Enough. It's should be 2 on that, so let's see. Man.
13.
Yeah, 13.
Really? Okay. So yeah, you murdered that Chaos Beast with your cursed sword.
Question, but it doesn't have armor, so
Armor negates damage, and if you roll enough on the finish them, you just kill them out.
At that point at 13, it's pretty much it just got.
So that's why I'm the killing machine.
There are some stats that's like, it cannot be killed. If it will be killed, erase the stat instead.
Oh, okay.
And no, armor isn't a thing there.
Okay, so we got Archer left, Sky Commander left, and Horde Knight.
Yep.
Is Horde Knight here?
Yeah, he's flying around as well.
Okay.
That's just, I guess, he'll just start swooping at you.
Okay. So, what's the dodge stat? The grace?
Overcome. Plus blood. Because you're trying to avoid getting them.
Okay. I'm fine. That's a 13.
Yeah, so you managed
14.
to sweep away from this flying Horde Knight that was about to, cleave you in half.
Yeah. I mean, what's he going to do? Cleave me in half? I'll just put myself back together. slime.
Yeah, another random question. So the Horde Knight has the armor stat on it twice over. Is there anything that if I attack him with something, can I get the armor and take it off another stat point or something like that?
Well, you need to do multiple damage then, or again, roll 10 plus, and then you'll murder him because, full armor doesn't stop you from getting murdered completely.
Yeah.
And as far as
something like piercing or anything like that?
Piercing means you can't specify which stat gives damage, and then they can just avoid the armor damage this way. So then you can damage his big sword rather than going after the cool armor.
And Lofar is still under arrow fire, right?
Yes, from the Horde archers that have been challenged.
So are they still technically distracted?
No, because one of you capitalized on them and they got murdered, so they went distracted afterwards. So now they're covering fire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm pretty much pinned down right now.
Yes, I mean, you can still act. We need to pay a price before the action.
Okay, well, good luck, guys. I'll just dance around.
Come on, dancing elf.
What should I do?
It's the archer.
Well, I thought the archer's dead. I thought
No, the group of archers is dead. There's like one archer left.
So
It's pinning him down.
If Flying Angel Boy was attacking Rain, does that mean he counts as distracted?
Nope. You just
He
avoided
just
them.
swooped in.
Okay, I'll jump kick his fat head with my legs.
Okay, keep them busy, I guess.
Roll of greats or
Keep them busy, courage.
courage. Plus one. 8 plus 1, 9.
Okay, so you manage to get their attention, and they will attack against you
So,
when the time is up.
is that the knight or?
The night.
Okay.
That's the neck of the flying thing.
Yeah, the Sky Commander makes the Horde Knight fly.
Well, I don't worry about me. I'm still dancing around the archers.
So
One archer.
Horde Knight is flying at the moment?
Yeah, so you guys have the Nimbuses and so on, and you guys can still, attack them, yeah.
Because otherwise it's like range only, basically.
Yeah.
But okay, fine.
Since he's distracted, I will try to kill him. Finish him. 12.
You cleave this. Horde Knight don't digest it completely, just swallow it.
Easiest thing to work with.
Guy commander and 4 archer.
He came flying at me with a sword. I had to get revenge.
Okay, so we've got Sky Commander.
I'm going to put our dwarf here on the spot. The Horde Archers have been pinning you down enough.
Yeah.
How do you respond to this? This is on you.
On me, okay.
Yes. Do you just want to take damage, or
You have to pay a price regardless, right? So
or just just take damage by inaction? Or again,
You can use an ally.
inaction. Okay.
I'll take damage.
Okay.
I'll take damage. Lofar will basically prevent my allies, my brothers, from dying. So he's going to take that arrow shot right in the face. And,
right in the face.
and so because of that, he'll lose some sense.
That's fine.
So
Are you going to get hit by a rock?
yeah,
It's the worst. I mean, they get hit by rocks all the time, so maybe it's...
yeah. So now I have less sense than before.
Is he still under fire now?
I mean, they're still targeting him, so yes. You are. Unless somebody draws the attention somewhere else.
Fine, last precious thing. Here we go. I love chucking crap around.
Can't you just try to distract it without using it?
Do you know that we still have 2 more parts? A lot more parts.
Keep them busy.
My dice roll suck. You guys see me roll dice.
With courage, he got +2.
Oh, God. Yeah, I have courage. Fine, sure. I'll distract him. I still have to hold up an object and be like, hi, I'm here. Notice me.
Hold up a pair of your underwear. There you go.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, sure. I give out a girly scream. The most courageous thing I can possibly do, right?
What's the scream?
Say you're fine.
What's you scream that's worth a 12?
Yeah, they are completely focused on you and distracted.
There, Lofar, get your revenge.
Murder.
All right, so my murder, I will use my rifle on the or
I do wish
the
you sure it's like a blunderbuss or something like? I mean, imagine a dwarf of a rifle. That sounds like something the elf would carry. A blunderbuss.
We're exalted. We're like,
Bazooka.
In Exalted, it's called Fireball. So like kind of like blunderbuss shape, you put the fire dust in it, and then when you fire it, it creates a like plume of fire in the setting.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my rifle on the Horde of Archer.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll roll for blood, I'm gonna assume.
Yep. Well, murder them.
it's good.
6 plus 2 plus 1. So
9.
Not
Well,
Yeah, that's enough to damage its one stat.
Actually, no, actually, sorry. Just I remember something about roll with iron, isn't it?
You can roll with iron to exhaust them to the point that they just collapse.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's in your core description somewhere.
Yeah, when you finish them by outlasting them in a contest of power or endurance, roll iron.
Yeah, so I know you'll be running them down a marathon or what have you, the end of the year. An iron.
Okay, next time.
Outlast them in a drinking contest. Iron.
Alright, so right now scavenge, right now the archer.
Yeah, the archer are dead because they only have one stat, and that was it. So now we just have the Skycam. Like, who wants to finish them up? They're all alone, and after you guys do a finishing shot.
Guys,
Who wants to do that?
is he distracted or something?
yeah.
I'll give you the advantage over this singular Sky Command
Okay.
for you guys.
I got a range attack, so I'll either.
Yeah.
And we're also technically on Nimbus if you want to, but
Yeah, that's right.
wait, isn't he having a piercing ammo problem or the armor?
No, he's just
there.
fun that makes everybody else fly.
Which is moot at this point.
Well, he's still flying.
I mean, we have clouds that fly us, so
I mean, I put traps and immobilize and put them on the ground, for example, but
it's dead.
It's that.
Okay.
what's with your dice?
It's like that South Park thing where it's like, and you want to invest in this, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's real.
Okay, so
We're in the stomach. Let's tear a hole in it.
Also, anyone?
yeah. Unless you guys want to heal up in between the things or do some reloads, whatever.
Reload.
It's the next part, which is the stomach, which is just, a fire, inferno. I mean, you just burn up everything here.
Okay, so
What's that?
let's heal up. Can I get rid of, or can I heal up one of my gear?
Not unless you have something that gives you the use of your gear back. But like, if you have some healing items, you can use them. As in, not that you're just healing by itself. Just
Okay.
You guys can also use up your food, but you have to pay a price for your food because there's poison everywhere.
I'm good.
And so on. So
So do I heal a stat then? Or
no,
Only if you can.
now is the time for people to use their healing items or use their food to heal if that's what you want. If not, we can move on. We don't get automatic heals.
Yeah, I mean, I used all mine, so I mean, his death was so dismal.
Yeah.
And I would have been fine without them.
Nah, he taking hits on you.
I mean, for that situation, I didn't.
You were fine. Doesn't guarantee it. And then it's like, oh,
You just gotta believe, okay? But have some faith in the world. Have some faith in the slime that eats everything.
Sun that lives inside a whale, it shines there. Everything. How does this whale sleep? It's probably completely insane.
Yeah, it's not a thing that needs sleep to survive.
Again, it's not mortal. It has no anus. Well, I understand.
You're really fixated on the fact that it doesn't have an asshole.
We were crawling through the pseudo-digestive tract of this thing, and it has somehow no butt.
So, at any rate, which of these threats do you guys want the Kukla to destroy? We have, first of all, this whole place is set ablaze because it's just a giant burning building, pretty much. You have a corrupted Phoenix here, you have an unbroken commander, and a group of redcaps.
I mean, as a ranger, you're probably immune to fire, right?
I'm with Shadow. If I was a ring of fire, then I would say yes.
Yeah, maybe something. But I was saying burning building would.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. The fire effects will scare the living daylights out of me.
That I use a lot of explosives, so you really do not want me to be close to any fire.
Yeah, fair enough.
Little dragon that's put in buildings.
To make this interesting, because this is the south, which is the part of the map that is more on fire, I'd say that this is immune to that. So kill something else.
Oh, no.
You won't let us do it again. Great.
Kill a phoenix then.
Maybe red cap. The red cap does feel a bit annoying because they have armor and also pierce.
Armor piercing, and also they regenerate damage when they
Yeah.
they regenerate armor when they use do damage. Yeah, stabby little bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much? Us use acid, lightning, heat, cold, and most poisons.
I mean, we got a slime right here that is out.
No, if we get rid of the red cap, we have to deal with 2 times.
Yeah, I think he is. The one character that can't get impacted by almost everything in here is, the one character that can't get impacted by everything in here. Goblin-like demons that feed on blood, you don't bleed, right? Technically?
Technically, you guys are still things of flesh and blood.
Somehow.
There's that, like, all 3 of us are flesh and blood, but certain water slime right here.
Picture this, putting water in the
I mean, I both vote red cap for me. But
Hold on, guys. I gotta rewind.
what was your choice?
Red cap.
Actually, I think the Phoenix.
Okay, kill the phoenix then.
Because the red cap, yeah, we have to kill him twice, but
The
whatever.
problem is like if we pay a price every time we even attempt to attack the bird, and then also being giant, it probably has way more hit points than that, and it has armor.
But the only issue about the red cap is that the red cap, when they deal damage, regenerate the armor.
Yeah, but if it doesn't matter if you finish him off with a 12. So
Fair.
And that would be the same for the Phoenix too.
Okay, so you kill the phoenix with the hookah, and now we have to deal with everything else in this, stomach that is just made out of fire.
So everyone who makes a move, what is a move?
And stuff like overcome, kill them, busy, get away, and everything that's, core move, custom move, pretty much.
What can I do in my skill set that doesn't,
Equipment is not a move, companions are not a move, and just doing narrative stuff isn't a move until,
So I'm imagining right now we're in front of a city light, but it is on fire. So my question is,
the world is flat.
like,
The world is utter.
I'll say like something like a large cavernous building that's on fire and it just keeps collapsing. There's more building on top of it that just keeps collapsing.
can I just throw some gunpowder into it and just collapse everything and just call it a day and kill everything? Is it possible?
Well,
chose violence.
I can.
I do have gunpowder.
I also have an explosive trap I just want to yeet into it just now. It uses open seals, an entrance or an exit.
Okay, so you want to close the exit behind you, or the place you need to go?
Oh, make a hole somewhere so I don't have to deal with this crap.
Do you have that way to create ways through?
I have a tunnel, so we
I
could.
have an explosive trap you can use to open or seal an entrance or an exit if need be.
Okay, sure, you can open up the exit you guys need to go through. You'll still have things here that want to kill you.
In the burning room, right?
Well, I guess, sure.
Like, is there any way to remove this trap? Like, just completely get it?
Yes, I mean, it is a threat. You can damage it. But now you narratively have to explain to me, how do you stop this building from being on fire?
Explosive.
So how do we stop the burning building being on fire? Is the explosive, right?
Blow it up.
Blow it up.
Can't be on fire if it doesn't exist.
Okay, well, you can if you want to blow it up, you got to blow it up.
But do I still have to do all the distraction and all the stuff on it?
Well, more like look closely to try to figure out where's the support and what have you, the integral part of it. So, sense.
Wait. Can I do it without him? Can I do it for him?
Yes.
Yeah, my
Somebody needs to create an advantage here.
Okay. Does it count as an item, vehicle, or architecture?
That is architecture.
That would be a
That's a building, right?
Okay, what are you trying to do there?
Let me see that.
Okay, which part are you doing? Trickery or alcohol?
Let me see that.
Let me see that. Let me see that.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Sure, it counts as architecture enough for you to be able to ask those questions.
Okay.
So first, pay a price or roll with despair. I guess it doesn't matter because actually, since you're not around, you have to pay a price.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not rolling.
Yeah, so
It's a custom, right?
pay a price. It's a move.
Disarm losing weapon, armor, tool, or ally you had me right now. I keep trying to use it, but it's a bad idea.
Explosives. Perhaps.
Well, 1 by 3, right? It doesn't have to be all of them. Okay, fine. I'll take the explosive track because we've determined that we hate it. Okay, got it. Okay, there, easy sack on that.
Okay, so ask your questions.
Okay, so what we need to know is where its weak point is.
Where's the weak point where a explosive device, one explosive device can completely get rid of the.
Okay. I would say that it has some kind of like blocked up passageway that would direct the fire in a more controlled way, so it wouldn't be as dangerous to you guys if you manage to clear it up with your explosive what have you. So that gives you an advantage. Now again.
Now I'm going to use my iron blast, which include a explosive device on that particular area to create the passage.
Okay, roll it. Roll. It's plus blood to destroy this place.
Right. 6 plus 4 plus 1. So
11.
The 11.
Okay, so yeah, with your knowledge of explosives, I say that you managed to clear up all the passageways, and now this stomach of this world whale isn't just a burning inferno, it's a more controlled place that, operates in a rhythm that you guys can work around quite easily.
You should thank us.
What?
You should thank us for solving its stomach issues.
Man, the heartburn this thing goes through. Jeez. I'm still feeling kind of sorry for this whale. Still a little bit.
Come to think of it, can you make it rain?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I probably could, but it'd probably just turn into burning rain from the sounds of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least one's down.
What's doing the Phoenix? I mean, would it actually kill it if it's that stuff?
Dead, right?
I mean,
It's corrupted.
it's a corrupted phoenix, so it's like...
No, we ate it, though.
Yeah. It's something that it's made of smoke and fire and whatever, and it's like a Titan, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, okay. Since you guys grabbed the attention with using explosives, I'm going to say that the red caps are going after our dwarf here to try to, stab him. So how do you guys save your dwarf?
I'll distract them.
Okay.
My bow and arrow.
Keep them busy.
Keep them busy, so that's what's that again?
What happens when you do the dancing? Because that is something
No,
you're...
that one's limited move.
Oh, yeah, you remove that.
I removed it.
You're no longer that are dancing now.
No, it's spraying and it doesn't want to dance.
I just shoot my bow.
Out of curiosity, where's the limited moves again? Do I even have those?
I think they're a custom.
In limited moves like elephant
6 plus what?
courage.
6 plus 1, 7.
So, okay. So you managed to keep them busy, but they will retaliate against you. Limited moves stuff like elven arts, or I think there's spells where they're like, mark a use of this particular thing to do something.
Yeah, so when it says on the pay the price marker relevant limited move, I don't have limited moves.
Then you cannot pay that price.
Interesting.
Okay, so Rain, right? You want to do something?
See, I'm distracted, right?
Yes.
So I will try to do. I will spin out their numbers, I guess.
Murder.
Well, that's not the best roll. 8.
Okay, so you managed to damage them, which they will use up their 1 armor, But now, since the retaliation timer is up, which means they damage both of you guys, which means they get their armor back because they are bloody-minded.
Then they damage me as well?
Yeah, because they were going after you, he distracted you, he attacked them, damaged only slightly, but now everything unspooling.
Okay. So basically I'll take damage as well, right?
Yes, you take damage and Siegfried takes damage.
Right.
Retaliation.
Our dwarf is no longer graceful.
Those little goblin-like, demons just, take revelry in stabbing and, seeing the gushing blood.
Oh,
Well, the ball's your court, guys. What do you do now?
You guys really sure you don't want me to throw something into a pit just for everything to chase after?
Well, you got something that's AoE, right? Would that work against...
Depends on how close they are.
I mean, would it...
Well, they're within stabbing range of the dwarf and the elf.
Which is a definite the heck no. So,
Wait, they're close range to him?
Yeah.
So technically, I'm close range to him. Because I was attacking the things that were going after him. Or actually, after...
You can be close range to him if you want to be sure.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Can I water jet him out?
Sure.
I use one of my water blasts, which would be... So I'm going to refresh that, but there we go.
And what does that do?
It just sends it flying.
Okay.
So he's no longer close, I guess.
Very fine.
Eat.
Get yeeted, yep.
Okay. Anything else?
And now you could probably use an AoE destruction thing. Even if I'm going to take a hit, I don't really care. I'm pretty...
what is in this area now? Because, Siegfried's still...
Unbroken commander.
Siegfried within their red caps. Rain within their red caps. And yeah.
let's deal with the red caps. Doesn't matter if we take damage.
And yeah.
God. Okay, so... extent.
You guys shouldn't have stood too close to each other.
Stab.
Yeah, the explosive one went away, so I can't use that anymore. So what am I doing?
Hold for a second. And we're back. So, what have you decided to do?
Not explosions. You have activated my trap card.
Okay.
I'm going to use a dart trap on the horde? Red flag.
Red caps.
Yeah, red cap.
Okay.
Red skull. I don't know. So that any requirement? I'm just marking it off.
Yeah, just mark it off. And what does it do?
So what it's going to do is that they basically, I guess. Well, they can't really be poisoned, right? Well, I'm just going to say it gave them a gentle sleeping aid.
They could be poisoned, isn't it?
I mean, they can be.
Well, it's not actually sick. Well, yeah, sure, fine. I hit them up with something fierce, and they're basically all drunk on God, whatever now.
Yeah,
no, I mean...
Technically, they are Dragonblooded. They are immune to acid lighting because they're most... But okay, I'll give it...
Anyone here by the trap card becomes sluggish and tired. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's a smoke bomb. I don't know.
Sure. Sounds good. Good enough for me.
Everyone, everyone hope to deal with them.
Because the Unbroken Commander is still alive, and he gives the command to all everything.
Yep.
And he basically makes them immune to ailments.
But they're not horde friends, though.
They are a horde threat.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I thought horde friend just like horde archer or horde knight kind of thing.
Okay, attacky.
Okay, so who wants to finish them up their study? Roll 3 dice, take 2 highest.
3 dice. Is that a
3? Well, I mean, I'll pick the 2 highest, which is 4s.
8 plus how many?
2.
4. So 11 total.
Okay, so you managed to knock them down into singular red cap.
All right.
Okay.
Good enough.
Okay, well, now I guess the red cap will go off on the stage through those, dart traps, and coming at you with some, daggers.
Okay, I'll use Warrior Pride to challenge the since I'm too far away now, but
For all you think. Oh, yeah.
5 plus 2, so I have 7.
So 9.
Plus the
Plus
stuff.
1. Correct. My blood is. My blood. I also my plus 2. Well, 1. So 8.
8. Okay,
So they accept, but they bring back up.
Okay, so Red Cup and now Brig Commander just going after you now. They're kicking medium style.
Are they still under the effect of hope?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, they're still have that sluggishness on them.
Hey. I know one thing in life, and that is how to kill. It's it. as
5, 6, and somewhere in between.
14.
Small goblins getting ready to sharpen its knives and go after it. It just gets, grabbed from behind by this rain and just dragged back and screaming somewhere to the darkness. You see the plumes of smoke that disappears. So just the armored commander now.
I'm the commander now, right?
Yeah.
I'll distract it
Okay.
with my bow.
Well, keep them busy. Mark your ammo. How much ammo do you still have?
I no ammo left.
Okay.
This is the last one.
Okay.
That's hilarious. We all have like some sort of weird job here. I don't know why.
Distraction, kill.
All fairness, I mean,
Wow. 5. 5 how many? 5 plus what? What was it? Destruction is
Courage or
grace, is it?
Plus courage.
Plus courage? 1. So that's 6.
So it sounds like, you didn't manage to distract him. The, Unbroken Commander managed to land a couple blows on the dwarf, take your damage, but you challenged them to a fight, and your friend didn't help.
Reed, I lost faith in you.
Jeff's always not distracted properly or brings something.
I guess I'll get hit on my iron.
Oof.
I mean, you're not really using it anyways.
I should be using it, but yeah, not anymore.
Well, you can still use it, just it's harder now.
Well, it's up plus 2 is plus 1.
It doesn't minus it. You roll with despair, so 3 takes the 2 lowest.
Oh, okay. So basically, now that the iron is damaged, so whenever I roll, I have to roll 3 and take the 2 lowest. Okay.
Yeah.
and can I get his attention by just chucking something at his head? It's ranged, doesn't matter.
I mean, you probably use it. Probably no. Actually, no. Range. No.
Everything I have is ranged. Just random.
Sure. Keep them busy. Roll with courage.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my beautifully cursed weapon at his head just because I want to.
It's like misses. It's
I'm just a random remark. This collector has great arm strength. God, how much her bag must be huge.
You did something.
Oh, I could have rolled was hope,
With
right?
courage.
Okay, courage. Well, it's a 11,
Not with hope.
so it's 11.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to keep them distracted by tossing your first blade that's, the whale to the down, just like crossing through the air as it just, whizzing by and coming back to you, I guess, in some boomerang-like fashion.
So
I love my weapons.
since our slime always attacks, I'm going to try to finish them.
Really?
So my question might be, because right now they're in despair, right? The commander or
No, they're not in despair, they're distracted.
the distractor. So I'll still okay. So I'm going to use my hammer of truth. Basically, and then to kill is courage, right? Or finish them off as
Killing them is blood. Forcing them to retreat is courage, and so on, so on.
You know what? Because I haven't used my iron for so long, I'm going to use my People's Stone core, which is I'm going to finish them by outlasting them on a contest of endurance.
Okay, sure. So you will go into some kind of prolonged fight with them, I guess.
Yeah.
That's so
we'll sit here and grab popcorn.
Huh?
We'll sit here and grab popcorn.
2 lowest.
It'll be a long fight. 2 lowest.
5. 5.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I would say take damage from him as he outlasts you now. After kicking the wind out of you.
Oh, isn't it 7? 5, 7? Total?
7, yeah, sorry.
7. Okay, no. Then you manage to damage them, which is the last stat, which means, you win.
Oh. Yeah.
Yay!
The Slaughterfest over here is like, 14 dead, 12 dead, and then you're like hit with a 7 because he died of dehydration. Is that how it's right?
It was an epic battle. It lasted for a long while, and they had not been defeated.
Years.
Yeah, probably. So what happened was all the dwarves brought in just barrels of grog because they're dwarves, and that's how you just outlast them. Got it. Good hydration is important, kids. Drink water.
It was a long 20, set match or something like that. Okay, so you managed to go through the stomach, and now you get to the map room.
The map. The Green Sun King.
Do we get in between?
Yes, you can do your in-between upkeep if that's what you like.
I get a heal, but then I have an extra heal.
Wait, I'm actually the Reese thing now.
What do you need?
Great sense with some act.
Okay, well, I got one heal spot left, so
or does with us.
No, minor uses. I can get back a weapon that I think I chucked or ammo, but I didn't use it. So it wasn't
Okay, so will you be able to heal me?
Yeah, I have one heal left. So.
And for the racer. Yeah.
Use it. You know you want to.
Right, so I heal my iron, so I only have 3 damage stats.
2 damage stats. Now we got hell.
Now in the map room.
Now, is this what my precious destruction item is for?
Green Sun King.
So, can we use the dragon and eat the Sun King?
It's like too long. Too much food.
I think there's a king of just
It's not an environment effect, right? We're banned from that stuff.
Let's see.
I mean, how many things are in this one?
It has immunity to a variety of moves. That's probably going to be the right.
Okay, so you get to the map room, which is somewhere within this whale. It's kind of a throne room that seems to be overlooking what it's doing. So it's probably somewhere within its head. At least if it was normal animal, that's where it would be. Mm-hmm. In that throne room, you have the Green Sun King, Ligier, sitting in the throne room. He's has many of those fair folk there being his servants attending to him. One of those, it seemed took his own head down, opened up his skull, and the Ligier was eating the gossamer from him. The throne itself is also a fair folk, and it's sizzling from this green sun bile that he is. If you want to know how he looks, that's the upper portion. It's you've seen many depictions of the unconquered sun, the god that is the sun on the setting. This is the person that the sun was based after. He was made in his image. He's the first son, the perfect son, the green son of Malpheus, the holy tyrant, or whatever. He's also, for the game purposes, the general of the Overlord, which means that he shares some of his moves. You can use the Heart of Iron and Heart of Fire and so on, so on. So whatever you can use against Overlord, you can use against him. He's also a threat to the world, which means whenever you want to do anything against him, you have to pay a price. And so on. And
he can't be eaten.
Stat-wise, he's honor-bound, which means you have to break his code of honor to get him defeated. And his code of honor is very simple. It's a principle of hierarchy, which means that the strong rule, the weak obey, and that's all you need to know about him.
Go on.
Dragon.
You want to use Dragon against him?
Is it possible? Is it possible?
I mean, you can say that you did ask Dragon politely to go against this thing.
Well,
and it probably won't work.
Before that, there's also the ace. So you have a subcategory called the ace. Is that also part of the map right now?
Why are we not attacking a true warrior instead?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking of the ace.
Other than this centerpiece on here, you have some blood apes, which are demons, about with, and you see that one of those blood apes has the map of this area just tattooed on its chest. So,
which is you don't want the dragon to eat it.
yes, because in order to get to where you want to go to destroy this wall well, you need this map. There are some like elite troopers here as well, so like regular mooks.
But this is funny because okay, so no one outside the Fellowship will willingly go anywhere near them. There something about their armor. Can you wear it and sneak around?
Oh, yeah. The elite troopers doesn't. If this was an infiltration mission rather than kill everything, yes, you can go knock a couple of stormtroopers off, put their helmets on, and pretend to be them. It will work for a bit, as far as I remember. Yeah.
I just a note is that
guys, yeah. Yes.
okay, so assuming the dragon comes in, swoops in, is like does its thing, chomps anything out. I just want to go up to a few of these guys and clonk them on the head and pick up their armor, tie them up in the back somewhere, and start parading around their armor like stormtrooper style. I was like, you get the idea. Let's be funny. They'll never see it coming. I mean, they'll totally will, but
Go, Dragon, go.
Okay.
So-
And yeah, you have
instead you may take their armor and wear it as a disguise.
Yeah.
That only work if we get them immediately.
the ace you guys were asking about is the guy you know. We've met him like 3 times. Is the herald of the inevitable. He's the herald of the Prince Balor. You've met him in the Rafes, the Dragon King City. You've met him in the dance battle, and so on. He is here with his little sky commander that makes him be able to fly.
Can we just tell him to go home and say we're not feeling it today? Dragon's mortal.
I mean, you can try talking sense to him, and you can defeat him with shooting them there of their way, so forcing them to retreat with other stats. Yes, there are other options here than murder. Again, this game,
There's only murder for me.
the Steven Universe, which is hang your enemies till they stop.
We're talking to 3 guys who have never seen it, and I also want to purge it from my memory.
Okay, so with that in mind, who should the dragon try to eat?
The main command,
The king?
the king.
I don't know. I feel
He's
like
gonna take damage, right? But he's not gonna take much.
This blood ape is kind of pissing me off. So, am I allowed to use my tame word on him? It's a regular thing, right?
Yeah, you can.
My question: do we think the dragon can get to the Sun King in one shot?
Yeah, I could do it.
Probably not.
I'll try to distract you.
Smiling over there. The reason concern is that every attack the Green Sun King does is necrotic damage, and the second we get necrotic damage is the second we start bleeding huge amounts of health, and I'm not joking, from the aberration.
You have these stats, and they do what they do. Yes?
I'll use my Dwarven custom, all that glitters. But you had a bad feeling about this and say as much. You may ask Overlord, is there a trap or ambush here? If so, where would it come from? Actually, so if we're assuming that we are using the dragon on the king, can I use all that glitter to ask if there's a trap or ambush?
Okay, so I'll explain this to you. Ligier, the Green Sun King, is a perfect warrior. So, defeating him is really something guys on your level might be able to do. Not any lesser elemental and lesser god, and so on. No what have you. Stat-wise, if you look at his stats and you read them carefully, first of all, he's for my honor, which means he can be defeated or taken out, and this stat can only be damaged by making him go against his code of honor. The 2 other stats don't have that protection, so if you go against and saying, hey, I want to destroy this guy, all his other stats get removed. Stuff like mercy, which means he won't show you mercy anymore, and this will be a fight. For now, he is still a merciful god. So, as with all threats, as long as stats are not damaged, they are true. When they are damaged, they are no longer true.
So basically, he is mercy.
Yeah, he's
not
mercy.
a real threat at the moment, basically.
Yes.
So basically, we don't need to fight the king just yet.
Yes. Yeah, as long as they you know.
And then if you find the taken out part, summoning the dragon won't means he won't go.
Yeah.
So that's just a no thing. The problem is you guys are so fight happy. Again, the thing that scares the shit out of me here is the aberration, because it happens to anyone in the area who has necrotic damage and then starts just slapping on huge amounts of damage points, which we cannot heal.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a single thing to stop this.
Yep.
Bringing damage can be applied to cauterize. We're going to kill the infection, removing the necrosis, which we can't do. But then it deals 2 more damage to the person being cauterized. It has armor. And another move from someone in the party becomes their. And then if someone else has an injury, then that becomes a chronic. And so it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Also, you mentioned that something has the map.
Yeah, the Blood Ape.
And we can't
one of
go
the
after
Blood
that
Apes
either.
has the map like tattooed on his body. So
kill it and take his body.
So
okay. Or knock
If
it out.
I technically tame it, I can get
Yes.
the map from it and tell it to leave, basically.
Yeah, I mean, or can
Because it's not a super threat. It's just
it's just
a thing.
a irregular.
And it's easily misled.
Yeah.
So we can't send the dragon on the Blood King, or the Green King. The Blood Ape is actually of value. The elite troopers we can harvest their armor for and walk around as if we wanted to. And then talk to the Sun Guy. And again, the wandering infection won't hurt us as long as nothing hurts us. That's the catch is that we're going to get a wound and that's the second that happens.
So maybe wondering.
Or the true warrior of Harrow. We can destroy him with the dragon.
Can only show signs of an approaching threat. Their attacks are hard cuts. So he's not in the scene yet.
Well, I guess here you guys walked in on him, so this is the show of approaching threat right now.
So, is there an issue for if the dragon eat the infection, just to get rid of them? Or because I'm just reading it,
Yeah, I mean, you can destroy the infection, sure, and that'll prevent the necrotic damage from like spreading out further to everything else in the care damage.
because I can see that would be useful for the true warrior.
And when in doubt, environment effects are one of the worst things we can deal with.
Yep.
Yeah, so wandering then.
I don't know how you take out an infection other than I guess it was.
It ate a blizzard, okay?
Yeah, fine, sure.
Authorize it.
To blow some flame into the
So if the dragon comes in and does its thing, will the elite troopers be distracted enough that we can just kind of like tie them up and take their armor?
Well,
And no one will notice? Can I use a distraction with a smoke bomb? And no one will notice?
I mean, you probably can like have some like take it out of them, like knock a couple of them out.
I can sneak up on it.
Yeah, this people are knocking them out. Is finish them with sense, so you can incapacitate some of them that way if you like.
Done.
Okay. So
Let's try.
okay. So what are you using the kukla here or not?
Yeah, we wanted that aberration.
Okay. Sure. Wandering infection has been taken out. Somehow some of the fire cut or whatever, or probably some kind of like really small thing or like a weird miasma that will be trying to go everywhere, but like, oh, you managed to like clear it out.
Another hole in the side and just leaked into the atmosphere. Got it.
And like I said, I'd like to tame the ape, take the map off it, and remove it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think? Do you mark your damage?
Yep.
You managed to tame the ape that has the map.
Okay.
Anything else you guys do around here? Yes.
So I have a greed is good custom where basically when I decide treasure or valuable items you have seen or heard of, you may declare to the object of your greed. When you act directly to secure the object of your greed for yourself, you're filled with hope.
Yeah.
Can I use the greed on that armor? And if I use it on the armor, doesn't mean is it for the whole gang? So that means I could fight the gang, I'll get hope.
Well,
And then
you're going for like some specific armor, so the first gang to knock some of them out, like I guess until you do damage, which would be indicated that you're knocking someone out and taking their stuff. It applies. So like keeping them busy, and the first little damage that succeeds.
so basically I can only greed for one armor.
Yeah,
Not the whole gang of armor.
yeah, because you have a singular object desire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So singular object will be one piece of full armor, I'd say.
So it's like if you were up against a boss and you said, your sword is the most precious thing in the universe. I need it.
That I'm just thinking I keep on. Okay, I want this armor. I get it. I want that armor. I get it.
He's just like literally stripping these things because they're.
I want this. I want that. But I think you said you have something to for the arm as well.
Yeah, it was. I just remember now. If you remember what I said I was going to do.
Knock them out finish them with sense.
Yeah.
Disable, knock them out.
Yeah.
No, that works.
So last precious trap item thing I guess I'm going to throw at them. So what was I using?
Stick tap. You have that. Something else.
Yeah, which I can't use. I mean, it could be a dark trap, sure. And would that count as sense as a roll? Makes it sleeping and sluggish and gives everyone hope, and then we start naked.
I mean, you use it as you want to use it. Sure, it's sluggish.
The days confused, the ropes are slowly going around, and I'm just like, roll for sense. Oh, God. Right.
That's bad.
8?
What?
8.
It's 8.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess you want to disable them, which means gang. But yeah, do you have any area dangers or giant attacks that you'll be using to finish them here? Because this is a gang of elite troopers, so it's a lot more people, which means you have to have such attacks in order to be able to damage them.
Let's see. Blah, blah. So what did you say? Dangerous? Sure.
Yes.
Or what was the options?
Our area dangers or giant.
I can take dangerous on it.
Sure.
Of course, I haven't used it, so I'm not marking that down anymore. So yeah, sure. Dangerous on it.
Okay, so what kind of collateral damage are you doing with your dangerous attack here?
Does it to me or my team or?
In general. In general, collateral damage. What's going on here? So you got these like fearful of troops that are just milling about. You managed to poison them.
See, I mean, it was a dark trap, right? That was somehow very dangerous.
Yeah, and then you did some other attack to capitalize on the dark trap. So you probably swung them with that sword of yours to knock them out, maybe with the blunt edge. So I guess you cause a commotion, and now there's attention on you.
Yeah, because I mean, if I was whacking him in the head, it's probably the devastating unwieldy weapon that's really dangerous and clumsy. So at this point, I probably made a stupid amount of noise in there. What was the point of me doing this?
I mean, we managed to deal the damage, so I'll damage the intimidating armor, which means that armor has flown off and you can grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you've grabbed their attention with that collateral damage,
Okay, so
and now they're trying to surround you.
Right. Well, at least no one else knows you guys are the just quickly, and now I am so fucked. Okay, hi.
Yeah, there's the armor around. So you guys can quietly grab it, I guess, as they be distracted.
Yeah, I'm the only one not. Okay, well, that was good for me. Great. Okay, so, yeah.
Okay. So it's a soft coming at you that you're going to be separated from the group because they're going to capture you. You guys can get a respawn, and when the spotlight goes back to Vanessa, she is captured.
You better hope these aren't goblins.
So can I just assist her then?
Yes. How would you assist her? You want to go in to protect them, overcome this?
I mean, your armor, you can just say, hey, don't worry, we've got this. She's closer to us, and we'll just, you're there. You're quick, right? You know how to put on clothes fast. You know what clothes are. You know what armor is?
So sounds like you'd be talking sense to them, trying to trick them with a plus grace.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
That's your thing.
Hey,
Plus grace.
trick those elite troopers.
Show them into that.
Correct. Start on this.
7.
Before you go, you should
7.
stop. Is that the trap I use gives everyone hope dealing with that?
Okay, so you got throw one more day.
There should still be hope applicable. You got one more dice.
Here, roll one more die. Add to take 2 highest.
Well, that's still a 9. Still 9. It's 9.
9.
Okay. So they will do as you ask, to the best of their ability, but you owe them a favor. So what kind of favor?
Sexual favors. I mean,
It's okay. First, what do you want from them?
What else? I want them to die.
You want?
They won't oblige to that.
No. And also keep in mind that the boss man still probably only knows I'm here. So and he's merciful at the moment. So stop screwing this up by fire.
So basically, we will what we said earlier is that we are us three dressing up as
You know what? We have the map. You guys have disguises, and I'm your prisoner.
We'll take
Just use the map.
Yeah, we'll take the prisoner.
Take the prisoner. We can avoid this whole fuck right now. Just take me to the break or whatever else they got going on, and say we go to the power room. We're doing this.
Yeah, we don't have to play it. We got the map already. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess the favor for you is to just focus on her and just ignore everything else, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good enough to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we march my ass? So that means we can march my butt out and maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you guys want, the way the rest of you will capture, and you're being brought to this, Green Sun King over here.
Wait, I mean, I thought they could take me to the prison. You could offer to.
You are being taken. There is no prison here. You're being taken to this commander over here because obviously you're the something interesting.
Okay. So you wanted to get married to him, right?
So what?
Last when I actually saw the overlord, what did I do? I tried to kick him in the nuts. I learned something from that.
Well, we'll let it play out. So so she's taken to the prisoner manor now.
Yeah. So you'll be taken to Ligier. He's on his throne, just eating a gossamer from Fairfox's head. Doesn't even glance at you. Like, okay, the scene is yours. What do you do here? You're captured by them and brought to grovel, I guess.
Please save me. I can cook for you.
So what do we want to do with?
No, it's all on station now. All the spotlight's on her. You've been put on the spot. It's really fun.
Don't keep people in the nuts.
You guys will be doing your own thing on your own, right?
Well, we are. We're just in disguise, being disguised. We're holding you down.
You guys have decided to take this map, take this armor, and just skedaddle. So you may be seeing on the corner of your eye as you're about to leave.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I thought
separate.
Good job, team. Good job. You better save us.
Originally, we were asking the gang to take them.
I thought the idea was that you guys would take me and say, "Oh, there's a prison, and we'll just go over there and deal with this crazy thing." Apparently, there isn't a prison, so I have to be taken to his lordship. So great. Good God. Okay, this is fun.
Fun. Yeah. The spotlight's on you, Anastasia. Yeah. What do you do?
Live or die. Make your choice. Anvas is going to start a war.
I mean, the war has already started.
I mean, he's merciful at the moment. I mean, he's just going to piss him off.
I'm listening.
Honor bound or honor requesting names.
So I will present my most precious gift. I don't know what I'm doing here. So I still have one precious item left. It is a prize. This item is priceless. When you flaunt it, you may spend one and use it to make someone desires this prize above all else. It will do anything to have it. Please offer me my freedom and let me go. I'm groveling with this object of his greatest desire. I have no idea what the heck he wants. Clearly, he's picking at monkey brains and eating it. So,
the golden monkey.
You probably have to, some beating heart of some, great beast or something like that. Like, okay, offering, heart sacrifice. That's, kind of a thing that, people used to do, human sacrifice and things like that. So, well, you offered him some kind of tribute.
Yes, I'm offering him a, good God, why am I holding this as a scream-worthy tribute?
Someone will take it and present it to him, he'll, dismiss you and not even looking at you, and you may go.
Very good. Congratulations. You didn't kick him in the nuts.
Also, I would suggest.
But yeah, I mean, if we've got the map, that's all we need, because we need to stop this thing from flying, right? That's the priority.
Well, I'm assuming the map will not stop the whale from flying, because that's what.
Because there's the power cord. He's still there. We haven't stopped him, but we can get to him later.
Yeah, the map is the prerequisite for you guys to going to the last part of the flying fortress, which is the power core.
Okay, so what is this true warrior doing at the moment? Where is he?
over there.
Relax.
I mean, this problem that has happened here has been taken care of, so he doesn't need to step in.
Okay.
It's fine at the moment. You've been granted power to make this, Ligier the Green Sun King, because you are currently beneath his notice.
Thank God he didn't pay attention to anything that was happening in the rest of the whale.
Okay, so I glitched. Did we just glitch this a little bit?
No, I think we just did the pacifist route.
For once.
For what? Not kill everything?
So
It's fine. You don't have to fight him.
Yeah, I heard that.
yeah, we can hug it out, okay?
Okay.
Remember.
So I bow. Again, think of it. Hurry my little ass out of there and join you guys in your mind-controlled ape who thinks you're the...
No, he's gone. He's gone. I took the map from him and I told him to leave.
You carved it off of him?
Copied it.
Yeah.
Copied it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Or he ripped it off himself. One of the two.
Yeah, so
He's done. He's easily misled.
Okay, so the three of you, can I just... Is there any other armor lying around I can just pick up and...
Sure, there's enough. You don't have enough armor.
Okay.
I don't think
Do we get plus armor now for this?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Balls.
it's a disguise.
Dang it. Okay. So
Costume.
so
Cosmetic.
we all gather together, we have the map.
Yes,
And we're in disguise.
yes,
And
And
I
this
guess
is-
now we would be in part 4.
yes.
So that means we refresh our ammo and all that stuff.
Yes,
You can use that.
I use what? No,
use your precious stuff.
I took one
Use your
damage.
job trap, and so on. Again,
yeah, but those are all
you
useless. So I
only refresh your reloads. You
Yeah.
can also eat food to heal up, but there is a price to pay because everything here is poisonous.
So basically, if I have food, I just have to pay one of these, right?
Yeah, pay a price. You eat food, you heal one star. If there's more than one person eating at the same time, you get one extra heal between everybody.
I don't think it's worth healing.
and I don't have any food, so
I do have food as well.
I have food.
I use this food.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
food.
God. So I mean, if you guys want, you can share a meal, and we'll take one pay the price. But at least you guys get a heal. Because how much damage you both have?
I have 3.
Two.
How about you?
I have 2, but they're unuseful.
I'm sitting on one, so
Use the stats.
Mine's is technically so stat too, so
Yeah, we go while healing.
but this is the last time we can heal.
is there any pay the price? We only need to do one pay the price.
Does anybody have a limited move? Because that seems to be the
Me.
one that's...
Yours already got damaged.
And me at the gate. I got one more.
What is it?
When you're hidden from your target, you wield a ranged weapon, which I use off ammo anyways.
And we're currently in a disguises anyway, so we sort of got something over that at the moment.
No, but the thing is, I don't have a bow anymore. I don't have a.
Yeah, spend it.
You spent it already.
I spent it though. So I might as well lose that move.
Yeah.
Just lose that move and heal up.
Yeah.
I'll use one of my food then again.
Yeah, and then we'll just heal
Now,
up.
don't you only need to use one between the two?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to heal. You need to. No. Okay, it's called. What's it called? Fill your belly. So, to fill your belly, you need to use food. If one person fills your belly, you just do one heal. If there's more than one person doing fill your belly, you get one extra heal between all of you. And every person that eats food needs to pay a price.
Oh, okay.
So everyone will need to pay a price.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
It's not
Everyone.
worth it. in my opinion.
Okay.
No.
Alright, so I guess we are good to go to the last one.
Side note, Blood Ape's kind of cute.
They are very popular demons. They are actually descendants of Ligier by like that demonic relations and what have you. They are often used as warriors and what have you. They're not very subtle, brute strength and what have you. Well, yeah, one of the go-to demons you can summon in Exalted, pretty much. Yeah, okay. You guys move your map that you've taken from this poor blood ape. Manage to find your way into the power source of this flying fortress, this wall whale. It's beating hard. That is pretty much a raw Protoshinma, which like up deep in the wild. Sometimes you have things spontaneously creating, and this is like a proto-universe creating itself. People of old solars used to grab that, condense into their power source, like a black hole, whatever. But it's like kind of like a raw version of that that's just been taken from the wild. It's inside of this wild creature, and it's just emanating pure energy.
Okay, one major question first.
Yes.
Is our dragon friend still playing Snake in here?
I'd say no. This is too far. You told him to deal with the Green Sun Prince, the Green Sun King, and that's what he focused at.
Hey.
This is too far.
Yeah, I figured. So I'm just thinking this Snake is going quite far.
I mean, it's pitching out the side, is not like getting into it and what have you, but yeah. So, this is the power core. First, there's a guardian. There's only one way into the power core, which is guarded by an elite warrior, which is that guy over there, the giant guy. We'll get to him in a second.
Octavian.
The guardian?
Yes, Octavian, the living tower, which is...
we could still talk our way in because we look, not like we'd be allowed access, but we don't have to fight a man, Get off a little easier, maybe.
So yeah, it's a hulking kind of person, 10 feet tall, 6 feet broad, skin like stone and muscle like boulders, covered in like black oil. It's Octavian the Living Tower, the Quarter Prince of Hell itself. And out of everything you've seen last time, because time has lost meaning, he's the only thing that actually casts a shadow, because he is from the Ebon Dragon. That's how he looks. There you go. He's actually the only thing around here that actually casts a solid shadow from the Green Sun.
Okay, so he's legit just an orc.
He's more of a warrior kind of guy. He used to date creation, as in the world itself, but then he broke up and creation hates him for it. And he delights in like killing you type of guys. Like he was wearing skull of dead people, and one of those skulls is actually from one of your previous incarnations. Like one of you definitely feels like a pain of being like cleaved in half by this guy in your previous life.
With Jeff's role, it's probably him.
Oh sure. Let's say the Siegfried's previous exaltation died by the hand of Octavian Living Tower, and his skull is still attached to his belt.
Can I collect it?
If it defeats Octavian the Living Tower, yes, maybe.
Okay, let's not fight that.
Well, I mean, like, why are we fighting? Like, okay, so there's a few problems here too.
Yeah.
So we can't put her in.
Other than that, there's high radiation in this area, which means everybody must pay a price to enter this room, and you have to pay a price when you take action within the power core. And once you deal with this source of power, this power core, you have to get out of here, which will be its own problem, and so on. So you try to handle this power source that is bigger than your head. And other notable thing you notice here is a Mind Watcher, which distinguishes superficially to all of you, because back in the day when the soldiers of the fell and were murdered and so on, you guys used to be like sworn to protect them, and since you weren't able to, you guys had to go out into the wild, carve out part of your souls that were attached to those sworn duties, and cast them out. And this is, someone found those parts of your soul that were carved out, and now it's a nightmare of Oramus here. It's part of something that used to be you. That's like similar in a way to you, but corrupted.
I got a picture of it.
No. Well, it's since the Mind Watcher is like kind of beast that probes mind and has 1,000 eyes. Imagine like Hellsing Ultimate when he unleashes that shadow hound of his that has many eyes.
Never seen it.
He doesn't watch good anime. Let's go with that.
No, I have specific tastes.
Okay. So
I don't actually watch this anime anymore.
And that's going to be in front of you.
So I have a question. So the room is full of radiation. But
oh yeah.
But are the two guardians inside the room or outside?
Since you are in the power core, this counts as a room, and in order to like get to the core itself, you have to go through a thing. But you have entered the power core. Everybody pay a price. Because high radiation. You are too close to this.
Well, why would radiation affect the rain?
Because this is the kind of radiation from the edge of reality that is corrosive to everything inside.
Oh God, that means that if everybody pays their price, we would walk on this list.
Now we're dead here.
Who has a limited move? You're taking that one. Okay, suffer a setback, losing progress from something you want. DM define it.
Okay. I'll think about it for a second.
Take handicap, making the situation harder for yourself. Pay one of the prices above your choice.
Okay.
I'm just saying we should use the last one very last. So, but once we use up all the pay the price,
everything clears out, then you get to start over.
So we should leave the pay. You
have to pay the price now, though.
Yes.
No, in the room, you just need to pay the price.
So we all have to pay the price.
Yeah.
Yes.
So whatever suffer setback, your DM is deciding it. Mm-hmm. Losing progress is something you want.
Okay.
Maybe I'll take the handicap, and then.
Okay. So, handicap is for the group. The other is setback.
Pay any of the prices above your choice. So, I mean, that's an easy sacrifice. Either you just take them or to lose an item or something, which you can keep. So that's easiest. But take that one. Okay. And then take a handicap for the group.
Okay, so the handicap will be the true warrior has followed you guys here and is also in this fight. And the setback is that Ligier decided this is taking too long and he's going to use the artillery fire to destroy the lab. Just the whole whale just opens up, and from this power cord, that power of the whale just blasts into it. It takes a long while. It does resist for a while, but the whole thing just collapses out from the world itself.
Okay, so the lab was our main goal for this thing, if I recall correctly.
Intercepting this guy, stopping this, saving the lab maybe, and what have you.
So, in other words, we have no reason to fight here. We can just...
this thing is still around. You can still take it down right now. Or yes, you can free this.
Because I'm going to be real here. We have no healing. All of us have at least 3 damage on us.
No, I have 1.
Yes, but you're going to have to take it. You have to pay every single action you take.
Every action you take.
And you have to deal with 3 bosses. One we can't hit intentionally.
Okay, so again, my classic custom is uncontrollable strength. It's listed as dangerous. It causes collateral damage, and I can lift or break almost anything. I can go straight for the core and rip it out.
Okay. Well,
or I can smash anything really big into it and take it out. Probably in one shot.
Well, it's the sort of probably not.
Octavian is guarding it. You have to go through Octavian to get to the power core.
And Octavian moved?
Has he fallen for the ploy of all the weird outfits we're wearing, or does the eyeball figure, the psychic eyeball figure that's out, or does the psychic eyeball?
Yeah, the Mind Watcher has seen through your disguises, and he's also under the command nothing goes here. You think, yes, I'm just a little troop here. Let me pass through. No, you die.
Okay, well, I'll give
distract him for 2 seconds, and I'm just going to go after the core.
I'll go for warrior pride. I'll bet a war challenge of everything. So come.
No, we're still in the point where
we still have to do the things. Yeah, sorry, DM.
Okay,
first setback, playing set.
I thought you guys had the second.
Yeah, we all have to. Every single one.
No, that was the group.
Okay. Yeah.
And the other thing was that the true warrior appeared here as your other.
Okay, let's start doing this.
Okay.
Your move, your choice.
So maybe I'll. So the one that's mainly blocking it right now, the one that's blocking the core right now is the Octavian, right?
Yes, and it's also like a narrative block. So you have to get stuff off of him to get to the core itself, because you cannot just bypass it without engaging him, kind of.
Well, I can get him to come to me.
Yeah, but it's not if he moves, he can go past, because he's holding the access to it. So you need to somehow get it off of him, somehow engage him, and not just trick him into coming to you.
Oh, so he have an access card or something?
Yeah,
So the
something like that. Like,
Okay. That's it. What can I do to beat him the hardest to get him past him?
I mean, you could just try beating him.
Let's go finish him. We'll be the distraction.
They feel the step.
Actually, yeah.
Like get what the Octavian Faithful Pact does. Like.
Actually, wait. Yeah, you try challenging him, which would be an honorary duel, which he cannot do that under his faithful pact, which he cannot suffer the virtues, compassion, conviction, temperance, and valor, because that falls on the valor. He cannot accept your challenge, so he won't budge to meet your challenge.
So he won't budge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would have to distract him normally, in other words.
Yeah.
I'll distract him.
Okay.
Pay the price. I'll disarm. I'll lose my ranged weapon with no ammo in it.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. I'll distract it. Look, great.
Busy.
10 plus 3. Grace.
No, it's with courage.
I'll go courage plus 1. 11.
Okay. Sure. So you managed to engage Octavian the Living Tower in some kind of one-on-one fight, and yeah, he is currently busy engaging with you. Yes.
Maybe let me try this. So I'll use greed as good. So you say he have an access card or something. So I'll use that as a greed.
Okay, so you want to declare that you want this? Yes, sure.
So I declare I want that access card. So with that in mind, I'll roll with 34 hope. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Also take damage or to pay price.
Yeah. Because greed is good, that would be a move. So no, I guess that wouldn't count as action, but like your follow-up will be an action.
So I'll have to pay the price.
Pay price for actually capitalizing on that thing.
So that's if you succeed the move.
Oh.
When you like do something with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say like when you use a move, it's when you take an action. So okay,
So yeah,
wanting something isn't an action, just like reflexive thing.
Okay, so yes, I should.
you roll first, I guess.
Okay, I'll roll first. So I'll
Okay, so you declare that you want this. What do you do about this? You want to fight him?
Well,
He's already being distracted. So
he's being distracted. So I want to fight it, and
You just want to steal it off.
I want to steal it, right? So basically, I want to go on melee with him and try to grab that access card or access item, whatever that is.
Okay. What would that be? I guess you'll be outsmarting them, like trying to outsmart just to get that card and after killing him. Yeah, if you want to just grab a card that's outsmarting to plus grace, if you want to kill them, that's plus blood.
That's smarting, right?
I mean, if it's killing him, I should just do it.
Look, I could do the. Yeah, I guess.
Let's not do it.
Okay, well, I guess just killing though I could do because I can do iron by outlasting him. My
But you,
plus 2.
you're rolling with 3, so
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll last him and by killing him instead steal the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask him. He'll be tired, but like, okay, sure. Like he'll do damage and what have you, but yeah.
Because in here, when you finish them off by outlasting them in the contest of power endurance, roll plus iron on a
Okay.
10 plus.
If you're not, your goal isn't to like outlast them. You're not competing with them. You are actually trying to steal with them. So either your grace, or again, if you want to be murdering him, you're murdering him. This isn't a competition of endurance that you're engaging with them.
Oh,
Okay, what's the requirement to steal the thing?
Outsmart them, I guess, plus grace.
okay. Well, someone else want to do plus grace instead?
I can't do it. He's already occupied. I don't have.
I have grace.
I'm -1.
Okay.
I'm a 0.
So I have a question. So, because I have hope against him,
Yes.
but then my grace is also damaged.
So they cancel each other out. So just roll 2 dice.
Should I step in and try? Because I mean, I want the
Siegfried over here has
plus 3.
the plus 3, so yeah, he'll probably be the best to roll for that.
But if he's distracted by him, he can't do that.
No,
And
because he's done it. He's
I guess it'll be like, oh, I'm engaging in the fight with you, I'm distracting you, and meanwhile, I snag it from you, I guess.
Jeff, you feeling lucky?
Yeah, I'll roll.
okay.
Roll it, because I mean, I could just kill him. Also pay for it.
And it's three dice, right?
No, he's
So it's just hope for myself.
Grace.
so 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so 9 plus 3, 12. Yeah. It's stolen.
I also pay a price.
Yeah.
I pay a price again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you take an action.
I'll take the damage then. Damage check.
Okay, does that mean I can go for the core now?
Yeah. He has been defeated. Yeah.
He hasn't been defeated. He stays.
We stole shit.
Okay.
We're just going to hop at this as hard as we can hop at it.
Yeah. Okay, so you've bested him, and he acknowledges that you're better than him, and so on. I guess narratively, it's like a little bit of a weird thing in this game. So yeah, sure. You managed to secure that access to the core and what have you. But seeing that, the true warrior over there is going to also stab you in the back, take damage.
I think damage should match that.
Can I interrupt it or not?
True warrior is hard cuts, which means when he does something, it immediately happens. It doesn't have a
At least that is damage but grace.
Yeah.
So I think
Your face is still good.
You're on the ground bleeding. You're like, at least I still.
So yeah. The way to access to it is, falling from your hands is on the ground. You guys anyone can grab it and go for it.
Me.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for anything? I just say it's mine.
It's yours.
Okay,
What do you
so
do now?
I want the dang thing, so I'm just going to either wrench it out of its place or smack it out of its place. I don't know. Which one do you think?
Let's see.
Because again, I have it's uncontrollable strength. It's dangerous. It causes collateral damage. I can lift break almost anything.
Okay.
And I also, if I'm really desperate, I got the glaive.
So yeah, I'd say that you would be able to pick it up with your immense strength there. So take damage because it means a hard cut from you. Just also pay a price because you're acting in here.
Well, I'll take the courage because I think that's insanity and pain price. What's a move?
Move. So one of your customs moves, or whatever, on your character sheet, move this, move custom moves or core moves.
Move for me. You take trickery off for now.
Collective Curious is a thing. Workaholic is a move. Complicated Task, Fully Armed.
I don't have any food on my thing.
Workaholic. No, as far as I'm concerned, has tons of food. This is only food. You got 10 food? No, six uses of food.
I didn't have to select it all. Oops. Sorry.
I'm sorry, you followed your character sheet over there to keep things together, and then you don't notice that you have.
I'll take trickery off.
Okay.
I mean, I don't need them all to be ranged.
Okay, so that was the price you paid. Did you take a damage for wrangling this?
Yes.
Okay, you managed to wrangle up the power core. Well,
Too much power.
you have this raw Protoshima in your hands, and now this whole thing started powered down, and the reality is starting to collapse. So, welcome to the escape sequence, guys. The whole castle is flying, so...
We do have our limits, so...
We still have to fly out of here, and everything's crashing.
Can we blow a hole in the wall? Is that a thing?
I do have explosive.
Do it.
We
don't really know where we are. That's the problem.
Well, you are in the power core, so you either need to go back the way you came, or you find some new way out.
So my question is, where in the whale? What part of the power core room is in the whale? Right?
But
is it right in the center? Is it on the top? Is it on the bottom?
Ligier, we have to go.
This will be its deepest part. Again, you're not dealing with something with anatomy. It is connected waypoints. So you're connected through the throne room. It's connected through the stomach.
Yeah, just I want to see which way I can pull it out.
You have a drill, don't you?
Yeah,
you can just drill downward.
My drill already broken.
Oh, okay.
Well, I do have tunneling gear, unless you can tell me that I can use tunnel gear to inside a whale.
I mean, it's a floating structure at this point, so...
Well, I guess I could try to use my tunnel gear to try to tunnel my way out from.
Yeah, okay. You just tunnel through and hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. Is that the kind of move you're doing, or is it just something that happens?
What's the difference?
Because something like, oh, you're tunneling. Roll this to do something, or it's a gear, so I just use it and I make a tunnel.
Yep. Okay, it's a gear, and I'll be using it to tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have healed a stat belonging to you one of your companions this entire time between scenes. I'm such a dummy.
What's our countdown, anyways?
Can I do let me see that so I can see the fastest way out of this place and we don't die?
Is that a move, or what?
Like a custom. Architecture.
Oh, yeah, architecture. Well, probably the easiest way right now is the way you came, guys. Because, again, you need to make your own connections out of here, I suppose.
Okay, so what's the closest room that the dragon blew a hole out of, and then I want to go through that?
That will be the stomach. So you need to go through the throne room and then into the stomach. And then
we're in the power room. Then what's the point of having the map?
Why can't we just get the dragon and fly us out?
My question would be: are we still wearing our disguise?
Sure. Will that help you?
I mean,
Yep.
I think it would, because they'll.
The only people that are left can already see through.
The throne room people.
They might not know because Eyeball's not talking to them. I don't know.
I'm also at the power room, right? So.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so
are we tunneling out, or are we going back the way to?
Well, I mean, okay. So, like, again, if I want to see the easiest tunneling spot to look out for, because I had 3 questions. So all the 3 questions what's the easiest route to fly out of? What's the easiest route to tunnel out of? And there's a way I can Michael Bay my way out of this.
That's true.
Okay, DM, go.
Okay, well, again, through the stomach hole would be the easiest way for you to go to right now. Unless, again, you can make some new escape routes yourself, which would be kind of problematic.
We had to kill the Overlord, yeah. We had to go down with the Overlord.
Down with the ship.
No, he doesn't. And it says if you don't kill the Overlord, he's not taken out.
Okay, well, we can go back and get him another day.
Yeah. Also, the Overlord is his general and so on and so on. Yeah.
The Overlord isn't even in this thing at all, is he?
Nope.
It's just over.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay, let's get out then.
Yeah, so what about the second and third question, DM?
Okay, what were the second and third questions?
Fastest way to tunnel out, fastest way to blow out.
Fastest way to fly out, fastest way to tunnel out, fastest way to Michael Bay.
You just test out the way we come from.
You probably could create some kind of opening in the throne room because you were seeing what's going on in front of it. So probably there is some close connection to there. And yeah, other than that, just keep going back the way you came through and use the holes that were created in the thing.
This is lame. Okay, so I guess that's what we're going to do. Is just we're all going to get on our nimbuses and me on mine, you on yours, and
also, what's
your
our count?
package to door.
What's our countdown?
Well, set the count to half the group from the number of players, right?
So, is the king still fighting the dragon? Is the king still fighting?
No, he was in the room with us.
Yeah.
The king? I thought
that was
the king was inside of it. The dragon didn't get to him and whatever. He was snipping at the whale because, okay, it's somewhere inside of it. I need to get into it, but hasn't managed to yet.
I thought that you said the Green Sun King was fighting. Oh wait, or
no, the Green Sun King just fired the beam at the lab to destroy it.
Okay, so
yeah, so you guys are escaping back, I guess. First, the throne room, if you guys want to blow up the front visor or what have you.
Who's in the front room right
now? There are definitely still more of those troops.
It goes down the ship. Leave it alone. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
So the elite troopers that you haven't finished off, and that the Ace, the True Warrior, followed you. The Mindful Watcher also followed you. Octavian just disappeared somewhere in there because you guys defeated him.
So do we have to roll for fleeing or something, or just can we go?
Well, this part wasn't damaged, blown up, so you asked about the place to blow up the tunnel. So this is the place we can do that. How do you blow up this place to get out? So
one important question here.
Yeah.
Since it says the countdown is basically just 2.
Yeah,
it's going to be 2. So every time one person escapes, it's dropped down by 1. So only 2 people are escaping. But does that affect if we're like doing the getaway thing?
Yeah,
we take somebody else?
Yeah, because that's when a group escapes on have you. Each time a group escapes the castle,
Okay. Gotcha.
So DLF question. So right now I have 2 exploding trap, which is a trap dangerous to use, which is gunpowder, and one of my companion also still have a powder keg. If I use all of them at once, will it let us explode faster?
Well, I think that you can use one of those to create an explosion, and then you can roll get away to go through this explosion because like you're the one that's more like hardy to break this explosion straight away so you can get away. So you roll get away, mark one of those uses down.
Okay, so I don't get away, the rest got away.
Roll get away.
Roll get.
That's a move. Roll plus grace.
Before we do anything serious here,
Okay.
I got the walker passive. This allows me to basically slither along walls and stick to them and cling to it without moving. Nobody can see me. Somebody's back can count as a wall since it doesn't say texture matters. Could I just hang on to somebody as they leave?
If they are something large, like an ogre, giant, and so on, yes, but otherwise they don't count as a wall big enough.
Damn.
Octagon, maybe?
Oh.
It seems like pretty much a wall of a person.
The here will not bar you your way unless they are determined to see you dead. Is anyone that determined to see us dead?
No, maybe.
Not until we try rolling.
Yeah. But a dwarf, Lofar, get away, roll.
Okay.
Roll.
See what you manage.
What do I roll for again?
Roll get away plus grace.
I need a struggle. Let's see. Despair.
Yep.
So 5 plus 1, 6.
6. Okay, so you don't manage to get away here. I'm going to say that you creating this distraction, like these explosives, separated Siegfried out, and there is one person that's determined to see you guys dead, the Herald, and he backstabs you again. Take the damage. Just remember that takes you out, right?
Everything's damaged.
Yeah, you are taken out. We'll deal with that soon.
What?
You're a dead body at the moment.
You're
and you are our best chances of escaping.
Yes, and also you got taken out next to the general, Ligier, which has its own consequences. Okay, you guys, how do the rest of you guys do?
So, wait, where are we at the moment?
You are in the throne room, and just some explosions are going off, and everything here is in chaos.
But
there's an opening.
So we can technically leave through the roof, or where?
Yeah, through this opening, you can try to get away.
And it's roll.
Yo, blow him out.
He's somewhere else. Don't worry about it.
I'm not near him, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can blow someone else out.
Yeah, I have to be beside them.
Yes, he can blow you out, or the dwarf that you know of. You guys are around.
He has the lower odds of getting out than I do.
I have the lowest odds of getting out.
Can you blow yourself out?
No, someone else, right?
So pick a dwarf.
Oh. Would that count as an escaping group? Because that's the important
that's the countdown requirement here.
I would say that be a +1 person for your get out thing as a bonus. You can water jet someone, and then you can roll get away, and that'll count as one group.
Okay, well, and my grace is damaged, so.
Yeah, we're all winning that one. Now it finally comes in unison. We're all sucking for it.
Yeah.
And also first, but
I could have done
it. Fellowship is a game about 1,000 cards, and everything's fine until they run out of everything.
Okay, so we're all fucked, basically. Gotcha.
Again, the best grace we got happened.
And your grace is damaged, or?
Nope. I'm going to down from courage and wisdom.
I shoot the dwarf out.
Okay.
Dwarfs, okay. Well,
your companions follow along with you, and so on. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, I do have one water blast left. Well, 8
plus
7.
You can choose one. So you can grab someone nearby and bring them with you if that's what you'd like.
Okay, well,
You say dwarf.
I mean, no, you blast the dwarf out. You can take Anastasia with you, and that's
That's 3 of us all in one shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the rest. You managed to save the rest of the team. You managed to blow out the whale, and so on and so on. Big freeze. Let's get back to you.
you became a sex slave, I got. Kids learn about it early these days.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Where is that thing? Okay, enough for you can refuse. Since you got taken out in the presence of the general or the overlord, well, they are merciful. They're gonna, let you go. Just small favor,
Small favor with a big smile.
Small favor.
Small favor.
Like, take this box, bring it to your hometown, and open it. That's all he asks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'll take the box.
Okay.
Yeah. I go to my hometown.
Now, what happens if he decides to just throw this box out? Since he's not following us.
And then leaves it. If he refuses it. No, I think it must be that you're kind of bound to it by
Gotcha.
this narrative. So
It's the One Ring. It will tell you to go do it, and you will do it.
oh, okay. But you've accepted the deal. That's good enough. They let you leave this whale before things collapse. It's not good. Yeah. This is the one chance for you guys to actually die. If you refuse the thing, then you get to roll defiance, and then if you fail the roll to escape against the Dark Lord, I am allowed to kill you guys for that. In the moment of your defiance against the greatest evil, you can die. And this is the only time Fellowship will let the player characters die. Otherwise, it's all good. It's fine.
A cursed boss, and I'm walking around with a radioactive ball and a giant sword that screams. Fantastic.
See, you don't seem to understand here. We don't care. Only Siegfried's main home city cares. We don't care.
Yeah.
They're screwed. We're not.
To wipe out all the elves.
Much.
I mean, you need the house anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And, I mean, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Well, that will probably create some bonds later on because, the overall is causing you guys some great personal harm and so on and so on. But that's upkeep. We can do that later, and it's getting a bit late. So I guess we can call it here then, guys. So I've been Peter.
Yeah.
Scott. Vanessa.
Names.
And this is Sponsored by Nobody, signing off.